All right, hey everyone. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm still getting everything turned on here. I had a camera issue. Um, Camera just stopped working, so that was cool. I got another one in. Should still be okay, but thanks for your patience. Just give me 1 second. I'll get the music going. We'll get cracking here shortly. All right. Let's go with these. Okay, so once again, I'll just need everyone to let me know, how's that music volume? I don't know if it's too much or not. It keeps changing on me. I think that should be good. I think it's about where it was last time. But let me know. Let me know if that music volume's okay. Whew. I'm glad we got something working here. You hear no music. You should hear music. You should hear some kind of music. You hear music now? We're gonna get it there. Yeah, it was probably loud for a sec, sorry. How about now? Where are we at? Is that good? That's a nice volume? Okay. That's what I thought. That should be okay, I think. Yeah? Yeah? All right. Kevin approved. Thank you, Kevin. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to our MRC cases. Oh, they're over there. Hang on. I'm so prepared for this. I'm going to go grab them. Here they are. Ah. Those are the cases. Okay. I knew it was you, Ash. Does it weird you out when I use your given name? Okay. It's a little adjusted here. All right. So let me swap over. Hopefully this works now. Yeah? Yeah? Okay. So the reason we had camera issues too is that I've been trying to update the setup. So you should notice that my face cam is a little nicer than it was on the previous openings, which is cool, except when, so like running two DSLRs into your computer through two capture cards is like, the computer doesn't like it sometimes. It throws a fit. So that's what happened with this one. We had the computer kind of throwing a fit. The camera was working. I had everything tested. I had run some recordings with it prior to today, and then I sat down to go live, and it just wasn't working anymore. So that was cool. Divine Emp, yo, welcome. Welcome, everyone, by the way. So I'm so sorry. I haven't gotten to say hi to everyone because I was just frazzled trying to deal with everything. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. I am super excited to open our Mercurial Heart boxes. We're going to open 3 cases today, which is my, everyone always asks this, this is my personal set of Mercurial Heart. So I'm not opening for a store or anything. I need to get my play sets of things so I can build all the brews that we have. And if I get a CSR, it's mine. So it's very exciting. Yes, shout out to J-Dub Sports Cards and Gaming, absolutely, who provided, who sold me the product, I should say, and sold product to a lot of the main deck crew, the whole main deck crew, basically. Just about. Leo Blade, I think, buys from his local, which is good. You should always buy from your local. But if you don't have a local to buy from, jdubscards.com is where you should check out. Okay, so we're going to crack into our first case here, and I want to hear from everyone. Since I'm kind of late to the game here, we're getting everything started. I would love to hear from you all what the first deck you have built or are building is going to be. I think I used way too many verbs there. But what's the first deck that you have built or you are building in the new set 4 metagame? Because we have brewed so many wild decks. I have 2 decks. We're doing 2 constructed events tomorrow. I have 2 decks I'm playing. And I'll talk about those later. But I want to hear from you guys. What are you guys? Corbin. Yep, there he is. Yo, welcome. These 3 boxes have boosters in them. Oh, yeah. These are 3 cases, King. These are 3 cases. So they each have 6 boxes. We're going to be opening a lot of booster packs. We got to get cracking here. We got to get going because there's a lot to get through. 180 packs in each of these cases. S-Rox's Nico. I have a Nico deck. I have it. Here, check this out. Check it out. Wait. Where did I put it? I moved it somewhere dumb, I think. Never mind. Oh no, here it is. Here we go. Here we go. So this is the 2 decks that I'm playing tomorrow. And you'll see right here if well, not that one's not real. Here we go. Yeah? See? We got Nico going on too. Ooh, Arasana Herb deck. Absolutely sick. Absolutely sick. We got Wind Vanitas. I've been trying to figure out what I want to play Vanitas, how I want to play Vanitas, because I think he's got to be pretty sweet now. Juru, you know nothing of the game. You can't afford to because I sold you an altered already. I'm sorry. Well, you know what? You're not going to go wrong. All of these are great games. All of these are excellent games. We just got back from Grand Archive Worlds. Basically, the whole main deck team was there. Just about the whole team. And we had a great time, and we're all super, super, super pumped to play some more Grand Archive. Go to your pre-release today, Steamed Hams, an Albany expression. I love it. First time playing. Any tips? Biggest thing early on in Grand Archive, watch out for class bonuses. Those are really easy to miss. You want to make sure you notice when your class bonuses are going. And then I would say the big thing is your material deck is the most important part of your gameplay. It's like your materialized step is, I think, the most crucial step of the turn. A lot of people tunnel vision on like, I have to level from level 1 to 3 right away. And you don't always. Some decks you kind of want to pretty fast, but other decks, you do what we like to call it. Main deck, we like to call it build the wall. Your opponent's trying to play the game too. You gotta stop them from killing you while you kind of build the rest of your stuff up. That's something you do sometimes too. So just experiment with different ways to play out your materialized phase. Egglice's first deck would be Nico, Fire Tristan, ooh, and maybe Overlord Tony. Oh, okay, exciting. Fire Tristan. We got a little spice. I've seen in the main deck competitive Discord, we have kinship with a little spicy Fire Tristan idea. I'm excited to see how that plays out. Fire Diana. Yeah, I think Ranger got a ton of good cards in this set. Ranger is eating really well in MRC. Yeah. Like I said, you're not gonna go wrong, Juru. You're not gonna go wrong. Boxes look different this set. These boxes are 20-pack boxes. So let's start cracking. Let's get into this. I'll do my best to watch chat here. Yeah, they're 20-pack boxes. The same thing they did for set 2 as well. So every box we're expecting 2 to 3 foils, and then 5 to 6 SRs. Still hoping for a UR per box. I'm going to start with a foil right away. Okay, first pack we have a Cinderbloom Tender foil, which is really sick. I got excited about this card too because I do enjoy me some Cleric, and this card makes it so whenever you gather, you deal a damage to each champion, so you can just burn them out by gathering too, which is pretty cool. You hurt yourself as well, so you got to be kind of careful. And our rare was Windbless Hurricane Farm. So that's cool. And then we got a couple of comments here. Cleansing Reunion and Tonic of Remembrance. When the game first released, almost exactly a year ago, Juru. Almost exactly a year ago. Oh, Ami just finished the Girl Power box opening? Yeah, there's some good stuff in there. That was a sweet box. That was a very sweet box. I'm excited. There's some exciting stuff coming for Universes. That'll be cool. Yep. GA's been out just over a year now. And it is doing great. I'm very happy with where things are going. We got a Skirting Step, a Gloamspire Sniper, and our first SR, Engineered Slime. We got the slime. I actually didn't realize this guy was an SR. All right, but cool. We got a slime. We need the slimes. I am a huge slime fan. Massive slime fan. Scorp, great domains this set. Tell me about it. I think there's a water domain deck that's going to be kind of scary, actually. Yeah, Juru, that, you know, it was a Kickstarter game, and a lot of Kickstarter games don't really go anywhere, but GA is kind of proving them wrong. So it depends a lot on the team and who you got going, but the GA team's really good. Crystalline Patrol is our rare. This is the Guardian that, oh yeah, the one that on Foster buffs, and then, oh, we get a little, there we go. On Foster buffs, and then when it's fostered, it gets Steadfast too. It's a 5-drop though. This is pretty wild. I don't know about this card yet. I haven't figured this one out. Yeah, I agree, Juru. You know, obviously on main deck we do almost exclusively games that aren't those. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy a Commander game here and there. I enjoy speed duels for Yu-Gi-Oh! That's fun. I've played Pokemon Online a bunch. I like the big three, but I really prefer the smaller games. This is where I have the most fun. We have another Crystalline Patrol. We get 2 in a row. Yeah, Sean, slimes. I have Sylvie decks built. All 3 basic elements with Slime Sovereign Champion. They're all really sweet. Tomorrow I'm playing the fire one. I've been actually playing the wind one for a little bit already. And the water one's interesting. It doesn't feel quite as powerful, but then again, it gets to play Song of Frost for free, which is kind of sweet too. We have a Debilitating Grasp. One of these new Umbra Assassin cards that you heard so much about. I haven't really tested it yet. I'm a little nervous about Fire Sylvie. It feels pretty good in theory. Like, really good. So, ooh, Spirit Fragment. We're going to hope to get all 3 of our fragmented spirits. I think those are really good, by the way. We'll talk about those when we hopefully pull one, but I really like the new spirits. I'm a big fan. We have a Meteor Strike SR. Nice. Got our Arasana SRs. We need to get those. Going to be playing more Arasana, too. There are some Cleric cards in this set. I think people are going to get shocked. I think Arasana is pretty good now. Buried Grief. Speaking of Arasana cards, this is one of the cards Arasana was begging for. Simple, but draw 2 and put a card from your hand on top of your deck, then Glimpse. Star Calling. It's so good. Wildheart Liar is really good. Yeah. I mean, you two are both right. Wildheart Liar is really strong. The problem I'm having with that build is I need to balance harmonies and melodies with the slime thing. Crystal and Longsword is our rare. I think that's going to be the trickiest part. Sylvie really wants to go to 3 fast now. Like, she'd really prefer to be at 3 because her allies at 3 are just better than like every other ally in the game. They do so much. They are so powerful. Like, I get that Ghost draws 2 cards. That's good. The Ethereal Slime draws 1 card, but it also is when you play it first with Sylvie, it's like a 5/5 stealth true sight, like, for some reason. It's really sick. Okay, so our first UR is the UR I want to hit the most. So I'm super excited about this. I need my Vampiric Slimes. I have a couple of these in several of my lists. Vampiric Slime is so good. So dope UR. That's our box UR for the first box, and I'm super excited about that. Sticking with Earth's Tune. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Earth's Tune's cool. The slimes are just so good. I'm hoping that they build out some more, some more decent tamer support. Like if you could really make Crawl into something that Sylvie wants to play, I think that would make Earthstone great still. We got Siphoning Fractal Under Fire and another SR. We got Cordelia. Cordelia is really sick too. Token objects you control have reservable. That affects your obelisks on Tenoris as well. So your whole board becomes reservable. She comes with two automaton drones as well. She's a really crazy endgame card. I am so slime pilled. You have no idea how slime pilled I am. Maybe you do. I kind of explained everything, but look, I have my Team Sylvie band here too. I am a big slime fan. All right, Hub of Innovation. Okay, Desperate Dive. This is a card we've been talking about. Okay, so in case you just haven't had a moment to read this card and think about it, this prevents the next X damage that would be dealt to target unit. X is the amount of water element cards in your graveyard and gives it distant. Okay, it's just the next X total, right? So if you have 8 water cards in your graveyard, which is fine, this deck can get a lot, then you prevent the next 8 damage, not from a single source, just in general. This is, against a lot of boards, this is Resolute Stand, but it makes your ally distant and only costs 2 for Ranger. Or makes your champ distant, I mean to say. That card's sick. That card's really sick. Yep, Cordelia buffs Tenoris' domains. It's just token objects. So if the domains from your deck won't get reservable, but the ones Tenoris makes certainly will. Okay, sure, Ash, sure. Sylvie does want to play Crawl, but Crawl doesn't want to be played. Crawl makes it very difficult. We had a Memento Mori. Okay. We gotta get another foil here sometime. Crystalline Ruins. This is one of the domains I'm talking about. I think Water Domains is scary. I think this will catch some people off guard. This whenever an ally enters the field under its player's control, under a player's control, rest unless they pay 1. If you get 2 of these out, they have to pay 2 for every ally. That's just gonna totally disrupt them. Assuming you're not, gonna get harmed by it because you built the deck to not do that. And we got a Geldis. Alan's new best friend. Alan will like Geldis. I think Alan would like Geldis. Memento Mori does say draw 3 on it, but it's an awful lot of work. When you have to play this, it's Umbra, so you have to play it once you reach 3 already. Then you have to kill 6 allies. Your 6 allies have to die in some way. So, I mean, Memento into Carter against certain boards might get there. But it's quite a bit of work to get that draw 3. Yeah, Geldis and Alan are best friends. Oh, by the way, Deegis. What is up, my friend? How you doing? There we go. There's a foil. We got a Molten Cinder. This one is, if it's brewed, deal 2 damage to each champion. And sack it to deal 3 damage to target champion that leveled up this turn. So I kind of like this. I still don't know how this how this brew deck is going to play out. But this is another nice piece that can potentially, represent quite a bit of damage on your opponent's champ. Which is cool. We got a Steel Slug. Just a big old 3 damage bullet for 1 for Ranger. Big old bullet. Raise the Land is going to be good now, says Corbin. Well, I don't know. Meltdown's going to be good. It might be Meltdown's time to shine. We'll see about Raise the Land. Hide in Bush. Let's go brew a bush. And Suffocating Miasma. Awesome, Deegis. Well, I hope you get to enjoy the box opening. Thank you for joining me here today, my friend. It's always good to see you. Always good. New favorable wins art. Kind of dope. Savage Smash. I need these. I need this for my Nico. Smashing Force is a pretty sweet new attack, too. And Blessed Clergy, who's a pretty nasty card, actually, also. Excited to see what people can do with that. If some kind of Vanitas build, probably. Something like that. All right. Cruising along here. We have an Echoic Guard. This is the one that lets you summon a copy of an ally and prevent a little damage. Again, I haven't quite figured out where to go with the Neos stuff, because Neos isn't just as, like, game-ending. But all the cards in Neos, like, objectively do a lot of stuff that should be good. But I just haven't, like, I haven't figured it out, really, I feel like. Retold Fortune, by the way, I really like this card. I think this card is going to be slept on a little bit. I think it's pretty sweet. Andronica, nice. Big fan of Andronica. I think Warrior Automatons is going to be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yo, Juru, the game allows for so much unique deck building. So, the big thing about this game is that there are 7 classes. Within those classes, there are different levels that you can play. So, yeah, here. For example, I have a couple decks in here. Okay? I have a couple decks in this deck box. One of them, this is a warrior deck. I'm planning on playing Spirit of Water into Tenoris into Nico. But I also, if I wanted to, I could play Tenoris level 2 and 3 instead. And go that route. If I wanted to play Tenoris level 3, there are 2 Tenoris level 3s that do very different things. They're all very powerful. I don't have to play up to a level 3 if I don't want to. Beyond that, I have 3 basic elements. Wind, water, fire. I can build around. And then further beyond that, that was just Guardian, by the way. That was one of the champs. That was one class. Further beyond that, then you have cards that have class bonus. So anyone can play this warrior card, but only warrior gets the class bonus effect. And sometimes you'll play cards out of class bonus, even without getting the class bonus effect, because they work for your strategy, because they're good. The deck building is very open, and I mean, there are certain, there are meta decks. There are decks that people have sort of refined and gotten to a point where they're quite happy with. But, even within worlds that we just came back from, there was a player players were allowed to swap their decks between day 1 and 2. The player who won, Glenny Boy, he was playing a Fire Merlin deck day 1 and swapped it day 2 to Fire Hybrid Merlin, which was his Merlin list that also had Lorraine level 2 and 3, which was a meta call because he expected people to swap to allies, and then it ended up being critical. He needed Merlin to win 2 of his matchups, and then he needed Lorraine to win another one. So he made a deck building call that just completely, effectively won him the event. So the deck building is so open in Grand Archive. It's so much fun to build decks for. There's no recovery from Worlds. I agreed. I'm feeling pretty good now. I've gotten a lot of sleep this week. Ooh, Tideholder Claymore. Yes, I needed that. I need that. 5 to 8 different archetypes in every given top 8. Yeah, Degis is correct. The top 8s for every single major event so far have had at least 5 different archetypes in them. Different decks, very viable, constantly being played. There's a lot of matchup dependency. Gearstride Academies are rare here. And then there's players being very innovative and coming up with cool strats and good meta calls. All sorts of cool stuff. Event, one side of it. Yeah, okay. Luxera's Map got the answer to the side of it. Thank you, and welcome, Luxera's Map. Welcome. I'm happy to have a lot of people I recognize here. It's very exciting. Echoic Guard. Yo, Sean, speaking of Worlds, Sean Zhang is here. Worlds runner-up, 2nd place in, honestly, what an epic final match. That was so sick. Oh my god, Sean, welcome. Thank you for joining. And thank you for the CUR wish. I don't have a lot of hope because if you all have seen my pulls before, I'm historically not very lucky at pulling. But I did get that CUR or CSR Tony last time, so I'm hoping for at least 1 CSR. If I get 1 CSR, I walk away super happy. CUR would be insane though, the serialized CUR. So that was the first box. That was it. It was just a 2 foil box. We only got 5 SRs too, so this is one of the low end boxes, but we got Vampiric Slime as our UR, and we're very, very happy about this. This guy's sick. Oh, Claymore's still evading you. Yeah, Claymore's really good. I'm excited about that. World's caster buff? Oh, I hope that's real. I hope so. That'd be sick. All right, so first box done. Vampiric Slime. These 5 SRs. Not bad, actually. Andronica's great. I needed Claymore. Meteor Strike's going to be, I think, really important for Arasana. Engineered Slime, very interesting. I haven't explored this side of things yet. And Cordelia, I think a potential Neos endgame. I think those are all good. Foils were okay. Very Fire Cleric foils, but that's all right. We'll see. That might be good. Yeah. Sean killed it, man. Sean killed it. Sean is such a skilled player. It's crazy. Watching him play Rye was another level. I couldn't imagine. The man's a calculator. Insane. All of the world's players, man. Just nuts. Honestly, I couldn't have... it was so much fun. I couldn't have had more fun casting that. It was such a pleasure to get to attempt to provide somewhat, I don't know, reasonable commentary over that. Poro, yo, welcome. All right, first pack of box number 2. Making a pack mess over here trying to clean that up. All right, first pack of box number 2. We are going to end up with an Eternal Magistrate. Nice. Solid. This card, I'm excited for people to play with this too. No more Dungeon Guide. No more Beseech. Makes me sad as a big Temporal Spectrometer stan. Scorp didn't know Rye could play late. Rye, yeah, Rye. I think a lot of players have been underestimating Rye. Rye really popped off at Worlds. It was sick. It was a really good meta call. Another SR, another Meteor Strike. Okay, 2 SRs right off the bat. We have a couple copies of our Meteor Strike now for our eventual Arasana nonsense. Yeah, we really are, Ash. We really are. It's really sick. Thank you all for joining. I'm really excited. By the way, so if anyone was wondering, normally we release our podcast today, and my computer, it's been no end of technical issues today, and my computer refused to render it in less than 40 hours. It's still not rendered, so I will have the podcast. It's a full Worlds recap. Taylor and I talking about our experience. Taylor having won Path of Steel with his team, and then I was casting, so it's going to be a sweet podcast whenever I can get it to actually render, but I'm trying to figure out what's causing the delay now. It's really obnoxious. Yo, nice! I was just talking about this. Retold Fortune foil. Again, I think this card is going to be slept on a little bit, so that's exciting. That's a sick foil to hit. Very happy about that one. And we got Orchestrated Seizure. I got to spoil this card, too. This card is very, very cool. Sideboard tech against the water decks. All right. Retold Fortune again. Hello. Oh, got our second foil. One after another. This is a foil rare, too. Foil Harvester Mark II. Little automaton buff. Automaton allies you control have on death summon a power cell token. I haven't figured out what's going on with automatons yet. I don't know if you guys have. Another spoiler card for us, too. But there seems like a lot of juice in there. Just have to figure it out. I think whatever it is, it has to do with Andronica, though, right? Like, you have to, like, Wind Warrior automatons might be kind of cool. And plus, then you just get Crux stuff if you want to play Lorraine. You could play Merlin, too. You could do Merlin. But you wouldn't get it, Merlin level 2, you wouldn't get any of your class bonuses in. You have to be careful. You have to play carefully. Cell Converter, we got a Lost in Thought, yes. I underrated this card, I think, right away, but now I'm starting to think this card is kind of busted. This card is... There's a lot of floating memory that you can gain. And the big reason I like this card is the fast speed. The fast speed is the clutch part, where on your opponent's turn, it's effectively you put down your whole hand to draw your whole hand -1 cards. You draw them back. And now if your deck is water and built with a bunch of floating memory cards, there's a bunch of interaction that you can, like, draw into. And so, you know, you can, like, draw into your Song of Frost you can draw into your Fracturize or your whatever you want to draw. And then on your next turn, you have double, like effectively double the hand size, right? Which is like, I think that seems really good, given how free some of the self-mill is. So yeah, that is definitely in one of the decks I'm playing tomorrow. I'm very excited to test it out. Windblast Forecaster. I believe one of our locals was asking for these, so he is likely playing Wind Rye, trying that out. And I'm excited for him to see the power of slimes. Slime's too strong. I don't know, man. Like, fire slimes. Pretty wild. Critical Recovery, rare. You have a hard time with that card? With Windblast Forecaster? Yeah, I agree. Windblast Forecaster costs 4, which is 1 too many for me. I think if it costs 3, I would be vibing it really strong. But at 4, I'm like, you have to really go off that turn, like get a bunch of enlightened counters to like immediately kind of accrue that value back, I think. So I haven't seen the lines. I haven't figured out what the lines are like to really make that card work. SR, Foretold Bloom. Another Arasana card. But that's why he's going to test it, and I don't have to, and I can see how it does. We have Expunge, rare. Interesting card. Get rid of a curse to deal a bunch of damage to the board. Kind of cool. There's a ton of Ranger support in here, and I think interesting Ranger routes that I just feel like I need a little time to explore. Blade of Creation, big Guardian Cleave attack. Pretty cool. That card I don't have trouble figuring out. I think that one is just usually, I mean, in the right Tony build, pretty cheap. Scorching Trap, another foil. Got our third foil for the box. So that should be all the foils here. Scorching Trap. These traps are sick. They're all really sick, by the way. The remove preparation counter to activate it for free. Deal 2 damage to target attacking unit. Nice, not bad. Activate free out of your memory, more importantly, which is the really sweet value there. So that's pretty cool. Cool card. And Imperial Apprentice. That's another one I need for some of my builds, my water builds. Displace on Zephyr Assistant plus 6 counters. Yeah, Sean, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's just setting that play up, right? It's 5 cards. 5 cards for the Forecaster, and then 3 cards each, right? Assistants 2, I think. Then 3 cards each. So like an 11 card hand already. It's like, just kill them. So otherwise then you have to, get your assistant to last a turn, which can happen. I'm not saying that's impossible, but yeah, like cards like Displace, pretty sweet with that. Also, you could get an activation of the Scepter. Why am I blanking on its name now? The Wind Scepter. Virtus? Virtus. Haven't seen that card in a while. Ooh, Cerulean Decree. Nice, nice. So I really like this whole decree cycle. These are really fun. The big thing is I think the 3 cost is expensive for holding up interaction, and they're like all kind of interaction cards. And Imbue 3, I think, is more of a cost than people are necessarily giving it credit for right now. But this card does so much stuff. This is Cryptic Command, basically. You ran Virtus and Nats? Well, how'd that go, Kevin? I'm just kidding. That was no, yeah. I mean, I think we talked about Virtus for the Merlin list too. It's just been Nats was a while ago, dude. That was a while ago. Frost Shard, another cool mage card. The mage stuff in this set is pretty nifty, though. I like it. Yeah, they're really cool. I am a sucker. Just give me a good modal spell, and then if you write choose 2 on it, yeah, I mean, you've just won my heart. Final Stroke is our UR in this box. Nice. I like getting the I like getting these URs that you want multiple copies of. So very, very cool. It's not vampiric slime, but, you know, it'll do. Also, shout out to Red Zone Rogue. We spoiled that. Ventus. Ventus. All right, I was close enough. Whatever. I was thinking of the Tamer Beast, right? Ventus. That makes sense. Ooh, Calamity Cannon. Sweet. I don't know. I think this is just... It might end up being memey, but it's maybe a little underrated too, because it's an awful lot of damage, and Ranger can force damage through really easily. Penetrator round and Sword of Seeking. My God, Seeker's Rifle. Penetrator round and Seeker's Rifle with Calamity Cannon, like that really limits your possible interaction to deal with that. Pretty cool. I'm a fan. Lost in Thought number 2. Let's go. Let's go. Chris, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Dang, strokes are rough. Yeah. Final Stroke is a pretty sweet card that can just dunk the opponent out of nowhere, especially if you can add weapon damage to it. Very cool card. If you're playing with it, though, you know, I don't think it's not a card you necessarily need 4 of. I think that's the nice thing. I think you can pretty happily run it at like 2 in your deck and be okay. But it's pretty sweet. Varric on the watch list for a reason. That's right, Deegis. That's right. Don't underestimate Penetrator round. You just run out of options real quick. This is the last pack in the box, by the way. And it is a Contraband Revolver. Another sweet card. It's only got 1 durability, but it is a 3 damage attack on that revolver, which is pretty cool. And there's a nice new Umbra card that adds durability also. Or not new, just... Oh yeah, this is the new one. I was thinking Load Soul's the old one. There's a new one that adds durability. So there's some interesting stuff here for sure. But that's box number 2. Box number 2 was another 5 SR box. But I got Cerulean Decree, which I'm really happy about there. And it had 3 foils, which is good. Foil Rare on Mark II, and then Retold Fortune, which I'm actually really pumped about. I have a Water Merlin that I am looking forward to trying. And then Final Stroke was RUR. Varric, I mean, like, Varric is fine right now. Varric is fine right now. It's in category 3. And if it's in category 3, it's just like... It could potentially move up at some point in the future. But currently it's not a big deal. And now there's domain interaction in the game where there wasn't before. So I don't know. I don't see Varric really becoming a huge deal. And there's multiple things now. The big thing, I know some people were like a little upset when they first printed Frostbind and when they printed Incapacitate and stuff, but like having counter play like that that allows a little more leeway for powerful cards like that to exist too. King, no CUR or CSR yet. We're only on box number 3. We got a lot to go. Which Penetrator round had at least 1 damage on the bullet? Yeah, I mean, I can see that. But when you're already dealing plus 10 damage, I don't know if you need it. Vermilion Decree, sick. First pack is a Vermilion Decree. Oh my God. So this camera I set up, it really wants you to look at Cerulean Decree. There we go. I had to set this camera up last minute, so I apologize if it's a little scuffed. This is a sweet one, though. Very cool. All the decrees, really sweet. How about Rhapsody now? Well, Tamer Rhapsody got juice, which is kind of funny. Wind got a lot of... Actually, Wind and Water both got a lot of counterplay to graveyard stuff, though. So we'll see. I think that's the big thing right now is, like, I think a lot of people, myself included, are really on the, like, Water self-mill train because there's a bunch of fun stuff added for it. But even if it starts out really powerful, there is a lot of tech, especially with the Season 2's 15-card sideboard thing, that people can bring in to really rein it in. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We got our first foil of this box. This looks really rad, actually. Hold on. Come on, camera. There we go. This foil is sick. Siphoning Fractal. That looks so cool. The foils they're a little darker. They're a little like the contrast or saturation feels like it's a little ramped up on them. But it actually looks really sick on that card. Very cool. And Sadi, second SR for the box. Sadi Blood Harvester. It's a very exciting card too. I think this is a pretty cool boon for Assassin decks. Oh wait, I think you guys are talking about a ban restricted list today. I didn't get a chance to look at it. I've been just dealing with camera stuff the whole time. So, what happened? Where did Rhapsody move to, and why? I don't think I needed to, but can someone fill me in, because I'm not going to sit here and stop streaming to check it out. Okay, they're using a new foiling technique to make foils curl a little less. Oh, okay, okay. Well, you know, that's kind of cool. I haven't had major curling issues with my foils, but I'm glad they're trying stuff like that. Cell Handler is a rare here. Ooh, there we go. Chalice of Blood is now class 1? Oh, wow. Rhapsody tier 2? Yeah. Rhapsody, whatever. We'll see. Chalice of Blood is going to be banned in the next one then probably, huh? That's interesting. I kind of find play around Chalice of Blood fun, but also, like, I kind of get it. It really can swing the game after you're pushing to close it, and maybe that's not the best. I mean, like, Guardian loves it, obviously. Oh, class, I think I mixed this up. Category 1, 2, 3. I think I was reversed. So category 1 being the bottom category. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fair. I can see that being there. And then Erupting moved to the middle category. Okay. I got it now. I'm on top of things. I understand, I think. Seaside Ringleader. That's the first one of those. Dolphin Riding Girl. SR. Oh, that's an SR. Sick. Okay. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I'm not. I think moving Rhapsody to 2 now is kind of silly when I don't think it really whoa, sick foil. All right, nice foil hit. Let's go. Foil Vermilion Decree in the same box as the other Vermilion Decree. Wow, okay, first foil SR. That is a solid hit. Very nice. I can see this getting some serious play, too. Wow, good foils, this box. Awesome, and a Lost in Thought as well as a rare. But yeah, like, there's a ton of counterplay, I think, for Erupting now. Like, tons. Like, not even just the fact that you can... Windex can side in a Banish 6 to really just, like, hamper their early kills. Like, it makes it almost just a Merlin trick, I think. Against that, specifically. Water has some tricks to do it now. There's like some Ranger stuff. But Incapacitate. You can just incapacitate it now, too. And there's nothing they can do about that. Vainglory Retribution. Shout out to Hanchu. Awesome. Get those ready for whenever I figure Vanitas out. Sure. Yeah, I mean, limiting future design space. Yeah, that's fine. That's understandable. But I don't think at this point, I don't think anyone is too bothered by its existence. There have been multiple ways to deal with it, but I get the limiting design space angle. That's fine. Frost Shard. We'll see what happens from there, though. 2 isn't the death knell quite yet. Cards have moved on and off there before. We got a foil Gear Shift block. Triple foil box. Nice. Ooh, that's a shiny one. That is a shiny foil. Nice. And there's our banish 6. First one we got in that too. If it's imbued, they banish 6 cards from their graveyard like that. That kind of hurt. They get to choose, right? But they usually don't have a ton. There's like some library witches, maybe, you know, in their yard. Otherwise, it's all fire. Vanilla cards have so many words, so surely they have to be good. Surely. I think they really pumped power into the level 2 champs from Elk. I'm actually like really excited about all of them. So I really liked, maybe that's my favorite thing actually out of MRC. Like not counting the Sylvie Recollection deck, which is obviously the objectively best thing to come out of MRC as a whole, but the MRC booster set, I'm really excited for how they pumped up the Alk champs. Astromech Attended, another SR. Gather 3 times on enter. This is importantly, this is an automaton, and some people are about to find out how good Claude is. You heard it here. Claude is sick. If you haven't played against it, there's a UR. Let's go. Fragmented Spirit of Fire. I'm eyeing these Fragmented Spirits. I think they're good. I think they're pretty cool. For those who don't know, the Spirit Shard token is a Fantasia token that you can sack at level 3 to draw a card. So you do a Glimpse 6 to only draw 6, but you get your 7th card later on in the game. Feels good. I mean, it seems pretty good to me. Not every deck wants it. Obviously, your non-level 3 decks don't care. And there are definitely decks that still want to draw 7 at the start of the game, but I think that is going to be... I think those are like there are going to be level 3 decks that just gravitate towards that instead. Powered Defender. The art in GA is just so good. Holy cow, it's good. How big is this set? Robert Thorville, welcome. This set it's about 250 cards. I'm not going to do the math to add this up right now. You wouldn't add up the CSRs and CURs, it'd be all these. And it adds up to somewhere around 250 or something. 200? Around 200, maybe. 200, okay. I said I wasn't going to do the math, I'm not going to lie to you. Somewhere between 200 and 250 cards. It's pretty big, which is why I'm opening 3 cases here. I really want to get most of my SRs locked down. Because there's a lot of SRs in the set too. Imperial Apprentice, nice. 191. Okay, yeah, look at me. My math is so good. I was only off by 60 cards. That maybe was counting the Recollection decks or something. That might be. I think it was counting the Recollection decks. It was a number that I heard thrown around at some point. So I just said it as if it was true. In the true Recollection Step podcast way. Alcahest Rare. Nice. Chat's always got the answers. I'm so glad that you guys have my back. I need to have you guys on while I'm podcasting so you can correct everything Taylor and I get wrong. Ooh, yeah, Naya. This is my favorite art in the set. This is my favorite art. In fact, oh no, I don't know where I put it, but I got an artist proof of Naya at Worlds, and it's really pretty. And it's somewhere. It's somewhere around my desk, and I'm not going to try to dig it out right now. But yeah, a really big fan of Naya. Oh yeah, good call, Poro. That would have been the smart way to do it. I knew it was the last card in the set too. I remember seeing it there on the sheet. I don't want to think though. I'm not here to think. Geldis. Yeah, I think if you include the Recollection, you're pretty close then. There's a lot of new cards in those Recollection decks. We have a Windblessed Kite Shield. Good to get these Regalia. They're easy to miss. Because Regalia, because they're limited 1 per deck, are they're all like basically short printed. So they're a little harder to find than the other rares. But you only need to find 1. Okay, and we have a Debilitating Grasp to close out the box. All right, good box, though. Good box. 3 foils, including a foil SR, Vermilion Decree. Sick SR foil. We got 6 SRs, including another Vermilion Decree, and a Naya, who I'm pumped about. And we got a UR, Fragmented Spirit of Fire, which we're going to need one of each of these so that we can run all our decks. So, awesome box. 257 total. I'm so vindicated right now. Thank you. I feel so vindicated. I think it was just like at some point, Syl or something said there's like around 250 cards. And so what my brain does when I hear something like that is it just locks that in. That is the truth. That's all I needed to know. Details are irrelevant. It's a really cool feature of my brain. All right. Box number 4. We're going to start off with a foil SR. Foil SR Regalia, too. Why not? Let's just kick it off. This is going to be a good box. I can already tell. Foil SR Sorrow Caller. I was looking at this. I was thinking about this card earlier. I mentioned there's like a number card that adds durability, and I was thinking about this card in particular. I've been thinking about, I don't know if Sean is still here. I've been thinking about what if you shot Rye. Sean, what if you did your big setup turn and then someone shot you with a Sorrow Collar and they're like, take 8 or 10 or whatever unpreventable damage because like all of Rye's cards cost 3 or greater. Yeah, the Art of Debilitating Grasp is really cool. That's why I used it. This was the thumbnail for the live video. I agree. It's really sick. Sorrow Collar is really cool though. Cool SR. It only has 1 durability. That's the big issue. I don't know if that's gonna prove to be a problem, or people play it at all. It's not Shadow's Twin, right? So like, Shadow's Twin is so good, but Sorrow Collar's neat. We'll see. Could be like a meta call kind of thing. Another foil right away. Ember Shield Keeper. That is a dark foil. Foster, as long as it's fostered, it is a 4/4 for 5. Holy cow, those are big stats. I did not read this card until just now. This is the first time I've read this card, and those are really big numbers. Wow, jeez. Scuba Steve, yo, what up? Main deck Hunter in the house. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, that sounds... other than... I don't like Bushlight. I don't like beer at all, but... you know, I'll take the CSR part. We got Primordial Ritual, my favorite spoiler card. Basically all of my deck building right now is for Primordial Ritual, 56 more cards. I'm very, very Primordial Ritual pilled, and I want to play it out. Scuba Steve, have you seen a CUR opened in the shop's boxes? I'm curious if you've seen a CUR Shadowreaver opened, because I want to know if my odds are looking better or worse. Another Crystalline Patrol. Okay, yeah, you can drink mine. That sounds good. Divine Emp, what do I like to drink? When I get to choose a drink, I usually drink a whiskey sour. I'm a whiskey sour guy. Loaded Thoughts. However, I never turn down a margarita. I just, nope, can't do it. Loaded Thoughts is really cool. If you were with our group at Worlds, you definitely saw what I drink. 2 CURs out of the cases. Okay. 2 CSRs, not CURs. Not CURs. All right. We're looking good. We're looking like there's potential for the CUR. I'm not going to set my hopes up too much, but Vainglory Retribution, nice. Good SR. It's our first regular SR hit out of the box. So we should have a number more of those. Yeah, agreed. Big whiskey sour fan. I love it. Refracted Twilight, and hey, another Vermilion Decree. We were going to be set on these. That's good. Good to get that locked down. SR number 2. All right. What do we got? What do we have here? Windbless, Hurricane Farm. We have a Frost Shard. Another Frost Shard. Yeah, all right. Nice, nice. Divine, if you go to Gen Con or whatever, we'll have to meet up. That'd be fun. I don't know if you're planning on it to show off your game or anything. Harvester Mark II? Rare? It's expensive to do that. Usually you want to like piggyback on someone's booth early on. Usually that's the cheapest way to get to VenCon if you're trying to be a vendor. Ceremonial Stormblade. Interesting new warrior sword. J-Dubs is stocked with commons for URs, playsets of everything. Good to hear. Good to hear. We're gonna people are gonna be needing them. People are gonna be needing them because I think J-Dubs like sold out of boxes or is pretty darn close. And that was there was a big MRC order that we had, so it is really popping off in our area, which is awesome. You're so afraid, Divine Emp. Your game is still, of all the like grid-based TCGs I played, it's still the one I've liked the most. You should not be afraid. I don't know if that's what you're afraid of, but if you're afraid of people's take on it, I think people are gonna like it. Revenant Scourge SR, nice, first one of those. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, you have a mask. Oh, I saw the mask emoji. Yeah, yeah. You know what, Divine Emp? I went to Paris earlier this year for the Altered launch thing, and I came back and I was sick as hell for a month, and it was awful. It wasn't COVID, from what I could tell. Like I didn't test positive for that at all. I just was really sick, and now my antibodies are totally built up, and now every time I've gone anywhere, I've been perfectly fine. So that's been nice. Aegis of Dawn SR. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's pretty bad advice, honestly. It's like, yeah, just go get sick, and you'll be fine afterwards. So I don't take that as advice, but I guess that's just the anecdote. That's my story. Debilitating Grasp. Highly recommend when you go to events, bring hand sanitizer. Mask up if it makes you feel safer. When we went to Gen Con 2021 and everyone was wearing masks, it wasn't a lot of fun. But I was not sick when I went home, which was really cool. So like something worked. It was also smaller. But yeah, I get it though. I just built up the antibodies now. Whatever. I'm all right. We have a Convoking Slime. Scuba Steve, I think Main Deck Taylor is going to be buying a playset of Icebound Slam. He got none in his 2 cases, and he wanted to play 4 tomorrow. So he'll be in for those. Emerald Pistol. I like this card a lot too. This is really cool. For a cost of 1, you get the gun and the bullet immediately. So you get to get around that little tempo gain, basically. Oh yeah, public speaking and an empty wallet. Yeah, those are both understandable. If the public speaking part is tough, I would say you just have to find someone who can fill that. Don't be afraid to find someone who can kind of fill that role for you, cover your weaknesses. I think one of the best things you can do as a creator is just to like recognize your weaknesses, recognize the areas where you need help, and get help. That's something I've been working on the past year, too. Oh, Bertha. Bertha's sick. I think this Ranger card is dope as hell. Actually, Ranger action card. Okay, yeah, I was thinking of something else. But yeah, this is a dope card. Big fan of Bertha. Big Bertha. The empty wallet part I can't help you with. It's expensive. Gen Con's expensive. But a lot of fun. If you're especially just going to like hang out. Ooh, yeah, Naya number 2. Let's go. Nice. Nice. Art's so good. Art is so good. Sean, 5 cases coming in next week. I think you will. I think you should be good. You should get everything you need, and I hope you get at least 2 CSRs out of that. Because that's it's obviously, you know, that would be statistical average there. I think I put an uncommon in the wrong pile, but that's okay. And there, our last pack is our UR Shadow's Claw. Shadow's Claw, a sick Tristan card. If you're doing Shadows and Tristan, I don't see how you don't slap this into your material deck. Because it's like another Poison Dagger for your Shadows that lasts multiple turns. Really, really cool. My favorite art at common? Ooh. I don't know. I'll look at the commons. I'll start looking at the commons as we open the next boxes. And I will tell you what my favorite art is after I look at them a little more. What is this? Oh, these are... the Hide and Bush fell. There we go. Okay, so that box had only 2 foils, but one was an SR. So that was really sick. We had 6 SRs, including a Naya, a Bertha, and a Vermilion Decree. Those are all really sick. 6 SRs there. And then our UR with Shadow's Claw in our 4th box. All right. I have to pick this up a little bit. We're going to have to start going a little faster here. 7 boxes. You got your first CSR. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the set is big, so getting everything you need is going to be a little tricky. A little tricky. I have to remind you, if you do need singles... wait, Scuba Steve, J-Dubs doesn't have singles on the site now, right? It's just sealed product, right? Before I speak about this, I have to mention that. JC King, is there a Necromancer hero? Not yet. We don't have a Necromancer yet. Why is Engineered Slime SR? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but it sure is. Oh, actually, I think I know what my favorite common art is. Once we find it, I'll let you know. I think I know what it is, though. There's one that did stand out to me. Yeah, okay. So I had to double check that before I mentioned this. So if you still do need singles and you end up going to TCG Player, I have to shamelessly plug that we do have an affiliate link that you can use. So you don't have to pay anything extra. But if you use the main deck affiliate link, you send a little percentage of your purchase kicks back to main deck, which is really nice. And that's just bit.ly/shoptcgs, or go to any video we post. It's in the description. So if you do find anything you need, think about doing that. I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't mind. I would appreciate it greatly, in fact. Ooh, okay. So foil Windbless Hurricane Farm. And a regular Windbless Hurricane Farm. And a Revenant Scourge SR. Okay. I'm still looking out for my art. I haven't forgotten about that. So I'll let you know when I see it. Oh, this big... Umbra and Astra pack. Astra and Umbra look so similar. It's hard to tell them apart right away sometimes. It's Lunar Conduit. Very cool. Yes, Catboy Slim. The league is going to be starting on Monday. I'll talk to the manager about that. Make sure that is scheduled up. But yes, we will have our Grand Archive League starting on Monday. I think this is my favorite art. It's kind of a weird pick, I think, but I think it's a cool, very dynamic art of Dahlia. I think it shows off Dahlia's character design in a cool way, like her. I don't know what this parts of a dress are called. Whatever this is called, the frame thing. That's really cool. I think this art's really sweet. That might be my favorite. Maybe. I'm not even 100% sure, but that was the first one I thought of. Primordial Ritual. Nice. Need more of those. Yes, Scuba Steve. Yes, good to mention that they can... J-Dubs does, in fact, ship... if you need more sealed, if you need some sealed product... jwwcards.com. Bolster Ranks is our rare. That is where I got these boxes. All right. Come on, we're looking for some spice. You haven't got any foil. Oh, no, we did. We got the Windbless. I just put it in the wrong place. So we need a second and possibly a third foil in this box. Reflect the Skies. I could not believe this card when I read this thing. I wanted this so badly. This is so sweet with your herbs 5 and 6. Whichever ones those are. No, those aren't the roots. Those are the leaves, maybe? I don't know. Really cool, though. Atmos Armor. Atmos Armor type Hermes. Nice. It's another SR. It's a new one, too. Oh, Lunar Seer. Oh, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. Lunar Seer is a good pick. Yeah, Jason, I mean, Genshin style thing is certainly an inspiration. Like, they were going for anime gacha game style. So it makes sense that you feel that. That's definitely the idea. Foam or foamy. Everyone says it different. Yo, welcome, welcome. I've never gotten a straight answer to how I'm supposed to say your name, so I say it differently every time. We have another Convoking Slime. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so much good star calling potential now. Absolutely. Evan says, not 100%, but I think the dress frame is the bustle, which, if I'm right, is a weird thing to know. I'm proud of you if you know that. I'm proud of you. Enthralling Visage is pretty sweet art. That's a good one. I like Retold's Fortune art just because it's got Naya in it again. I mean, I don't know. How do you pick the best Grand Archive art? It's all really good. The art is extremely sick. Hailstorm Guard, Echoic Guard. All the guards. Thank you, thank you. Even if you say how to pronounce it, people just ignore it anyway. Oh no, that's rough. Big fan of Penumbral Waltz. Yeah, Penumbral Waltz is really good art. Definitely. Sick art. Debilitating Grasp has really sick art too. Very cool. Love the swirlies. Give me more swirlies. Just put swirlies on all my cards. Yep. Yeah. S-Rocks, that's right. Exactly. I first saw Lorraine level 1 and I knew there was something good here. Then I saw the gameplay and I was hooked. Ravishing Finale. All right, good, good, good. I need these. I need these from my Nico deck. I need them real bad. Need me the finales. Prima Materia you are. Very cool. All right, so there's a UR for the box, and we need those. We need those for our little cleric shenanigans we're going to be playing with at some point. Prima Materia is, I think, pretty good. Pretty very good, I think, actually. SR Windpiercer. Nice. Good to get that. That card is pretty sick, too. Very cool bullet. Inconsistent which Tristan art has the wardrobe alteration. Yeah, I haven't looked that closely. And I'm not sure if there's a story behind that. I think there probably is. Expunge rare? Speaking of Tristan, Wildflower, I think it was Wildflower who was the Tristan cosplayer at Worlds. She had a sick cosplay. That was so good. Foil Windblast Kite Shield. Nice. It's rad. Double wind foil in this box. Flipping things everywhere. Harvester Mark II. Oh, Ravishing Finale CSR looks so good. That's awesome. I am jealous. I would love to get one of those. I'd be very happy with that. Card is very funny. Another Harvester Mark II. I would be absolutely satisfied with a Ravishing Finale CSR. I mean, any CSR I'd be satisfied with, but especially so with the Finale. There's another Primordial. Good. Okay, well, at least I'm going to make sure I got all my Primordials. All right. Siphoning Fractal. We got a prototype shield. I love that all the shields are unit link now. The shields actually feel a little more playable. You can put them on your champion and prevent a bunch of damage that way. Very cool. And, final SR for the box. Verdigris Degree. Decree. Degree? Decree. Verdigris Decree. Alright, so this box was a foil rare and a foil uncommon. 2 foils, 5. Only 5 SRs again. Our last one might have 6, I think. Seems likely. And we got a Prima Materia as our UR in this box. Alright, gonna adjust my trash bag here. Just filling up. Yeah, Decree Cycle is awesome. Very excited. Ooh, made your Nico deck list right before it got spoiled. Nice, nice. Yeah, the card seems pretty sweet. I'm excited. Luxem can't run. Luxem can't run from Nico now. You're just gonna get milled out. Alright. This is our final box of the first case, right? Yeah. Final box of the first case. We'll see if this case can bless us at all. Last box luck, maybe? I was told I'm supposed to have streamer luck. That's never really been a thing for me. But maybe it'll start now. Frost Shard. We're gonna get cruising. We're gonna start really cruising through these. Got a foil Waterveil Apostle. We will take time to look at foils. Ooh. That Hanchu art popping out of that foil. That is very sick. Very sick. Cool. Convoking Slime. Okay. We got bolster ranks. All the Neo stuff. Frost Shard is really sweet. I agree. Pretty cool card. Yeah, Lunar Seer. Lunar Seer does have really good art. Sadi. Sadi number 2. I still have not seen my Icebound Slams, so I'm hoping we can start to dig some of those up. Onraton, Beastkeeper. Second foil here. Okay. Suffocating Miasma. Surely this is the box where I get my first Icebound Slam. Found your GA waifu? Sadi? With her big claws? She's really cool. Cleansing Reunion. Big hands. Yo, actually, for those who know, these two are best friends, I think. These two are roommates. Main deck Taylor timed you out. Oh no, he's gone mad with power. That actually happened a long time ago. I don't know why we let him run rampant like that. Blast Shield. Congrats on 2 Sadis. Oh, thank you. Okay, cool. That's like when I was opening the Alk, I didn't realize that Rococo, or as Clem says, Rococo, was as hot as she had become. And I kept opening Rococo's I think this is good. Yeah, Sadi's good. Diablerie. All right. Listen up, everyone. If you are going to play in an event in which Glenny Boy is playing, you have one goal. I need you to Diablerie his Apotheosis right. You need to ascend in front of him. You must do that. If you're ever going to play with Glenny Boy, I need you to play this card and send me a picture when you get to ascend. Oh, the Watervale Apostle. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Watervale Apostle is dope as hell. Absolutely. I mean, Sadi's cool too. It's just, she's kind of scary, man. Like, she scares me a little bit. I'm so excited for the first time someone steals Glenn's Apotheosis right. That will be iconic. Seaside Ringleader, 3rd SR. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, bro. Ring can finally be under the grail. Yeah, steal their grail and tuck your ring under it. Let's go. Love it. Cleansing Reunion. Oh, I think I did make you a mod. That's right. Oh, no, Taylor, no. Please, let Ash be. Let him vibe here. He's okay. He hasn't done anything wrong. Framework sidearm. I should probably make Ash a mod here, too, actually. Blade of Creation. Come on, we're looking for that Icebound Slam. Just leave it on the table to send a message. But Foamy, you could ascend. You could ascend. Don't you want to ascend? It's crazy how much easier these packs open than first ed packs. I forgot how tough it was to open first ed packs until I opened the ones last weekend. Those were so obnoxious to open. Holy cow, those are bad. These are actually really nice. These are real smooth to open. Like I blocked out of my memory, but I remember having to use the scissors to crack open like the entire box. Our UR is Overlord Mark III. Let's go, Overlord. Overlord, very funny card. I like this. Is it good? I have no idea. But it's sweet. All right. Penumbral Waltz. There it is. That art's so sick. Okay, that's our 4th SR. I believe, though. I believe in the Icebound Slam. I believe it's waiting. It's waiting for me. It's Twilight Slime. Okay, I need that, too. I'm happy to get that. Oh, Foamy. Chicago, unfortunately, I won't make it to. It's on Gen Con weekend, and I kind of run our Gen Con excursion every year. So, no, I'm going to Gen Con. There will be main deck at Chicago. I just won't be there. But Taylor and others are going to defend their Ascent Champion titles now. I wish I could make it. I am trying. We'll see. I would love to go to Singapore. I want to figure Singapore out. And I want to go to Toronto as well. And last pack was Mercenary's Blade. Okay, so only 5 SRs here, unfortunately. 2 foils, 5 SRs in that one. God, this foil is sick, though. Holy cow. Han, what are you doing? Han's knocking it out of the park. She doesn't quit. We get the, apparently the Chase Sadi, though. That's cool. And I need that Twilight Slime, and maybe Penumbral Waltz will be good. I'm not sure. I'm going to put my Blessed Clergy there. There we go. And our ultra rare was Overlord Mark III. The Arasana deck profile. So everything the last week, preparing for Worlds and trying to get up. I put up 6 videos each for 2 weeks in a row, which is about 3 higher, 2.5 to 3 higher than my average. I had to prepare that Tristan video as well. I ultimately just ran out of time to do the Arasana deck profile. So I thought about doing the Arasana deck profile this week, but then we had the full MRC spoiler. and I thought, I'm not really sure what the point of that is. So, I apologize, Q. I lied to you, and I ended up not posting the profile. But I promise you I will have a new Arasana deck profile. It's going to be like that, basically that same deck, but updated with MRC. So I'll have an updated one that should theoretically be better. I didn't look here. There's a little Tristan. There's a Tristan emoji on the bottom of this box. They always have a little emoji at the bottom of their box. Pulled 8 of them. 8 overlords? Oh my god. That's a lot. Yeah, plan to compete at Ascent Toronto? Excellent. Yeah, I would like to also. If they wanted me to return to casting again, I also wouldn't say no to that. But I am happy to compete if they want to go with other casters. That's totally fine with me. I'm totally chill just competing with my team as well. 6 main deck team members going to Chicago. That sounds about right. I think that sounds right. We still have a couple that are in the air, actually, so we're not totally sure on a couple of them, but yeah, we'll have a bunch for sure. Okay, starting out with the Verdigris degree. Nice, good start, good start. Yeah, I thank you for your understanding, Q, and your patience. I hate when I lie about content like that. At some point, you know, I found there are times when I just have to let myself breathe a little bit, and I had bit off just a little more than I could chew going into Worlds. So it just wasn't able to make it happen. Loaded thoughts. Classy Badger, I would actually say, I mean, I think Win got a lot of good stuff, but I think Win's been good. And that's maybe for some people a little bit of a hot take, but there are a bunch of Win decks. There are multiple Win decks that we've performed pretty well with that have kept up with other decks in the format. And Win Tenoris was in the semifinals of Worlds as well. Win's been good, but Wind has been not as it's not as obvious. It's because it's a very interactive deck, and I think it's kind of metagame dependent at sometimes too. But you're not wrong that there are a bunch of good Wind cards in the set also. Shadow's Claw, you are. Okay, that's our first dupe, you are. Yeah, Wind is underrated. That's about my take, too. Wind is Ash's favorite. Very true. Wind is Taylor's favorite. Well, no, I think Water is now Taylor's favorite by default. But Taylor likes Wind a lot, too. I think MRC Wind will be OP. Yeah, I do think there's a lot of good Wind stuff in there. I think all the elements got a lot of good stuff though. Foil Arsenal Keeper. Maybe slightly less to fire, although there's some scary fire direct damage stuff in here too, so. Like, okay, here's the thing. This card, like your fire decks are already, they're either almost no fire, like they're Luxem, or they're like almost entirely fire. And when they're almost entirely fire, this is just like Value Town, baby. Like this is sick. So I don't know. Some of these these FISA decks might get even more gas. That could be wild. How hyped was I for my team to win 3v3, dude? You had to be there to see it. The reaction was I told the story in the podcast that will release someday when my computer decides to properly render it in less than 40 hours. But during my team's finals round, well, actually, I want to tell this story first. Before finals, I had I had looked over and saw that they were standing around, and there was like a call for their opponents to come to the table or whatever, and they were just kind of like standing around chatting. So this would be the semifinals game for them. And I went off on a task to try and find a card for our LGS owner Josh, who's competing in silver. So I went off and I did some stuff, and then I came back, and then I saw they were still standing around, and I was like, oh, you know, what happened? Like, they haven't played yet? And I thought I was really weirded out. And I walked over to talk to them, and they're like, and I was like, you still haven't played? And like, no, dude, we won already. It was really fast. I was like, oh my God, you won. So they got into finals. I couldn't believe it. I was so hyped for them. And then foil Tonic of Remembrance, by the way. And then they were going to go to finals, and I got called over by Cam and Kel, and they're like, we're going to do a podcast. Like, okay, like, I'm happy to do that, but I really wanted to watch them play. And the whole time, like, I threw the podcast, I had just like I was like kind of a nervous wreck. I was trying not to show it, but like, I was like, my foot was tapping. I was like, I just have to know what happened. Did my team win? And apparently multiple of the team members tried to walk by me during the podcast to like catch my attention, to like give me a thumbs up. And finally I got out and I looked around, like I couldn't find anyone anywhere. I finally had to find the first, I don't remember who it was I even found first. I'm sure they remember, but like I found one of the team members. Like, what happened? They won. Yeah. Big hug. Couldn't believe it. I was so proud of them. Extremely proud. Okay, catching up here. Diablo. What do I think about Arasana decks? I love Arasana. Arasana is one of my favorite champions to play, and she got a lot of powerful cards in Mercurial Heart. I have to figure out how to build her again, but I think Arasana should be more playable and should be able to close games better than she used to be able to. That was her big thing, is like, you can build an Arasana deck like a lot like Luxem that just doesn't get attacked very much, doesn't take a lot of damage, and just builds up to 3 and then can like start shooting damage out. But interaction was really strong into Arasana. They would prevent some of your damage, and then that would take you a while to find more sources, and you wouldn't have enough, and it would be a problem. So I tried to fire Arasana to get around that, where I had an automaton build with Claude, and I was using the automatons just to push some aggro, which gave me an endgame threat of like, okay, well, you know, I still ran the star calling stuff in there, but I also could just beat down instead. And that was okay, but I think not quite as effective as just the straight wind one I was running. But now there's a bunch of options you can run for consistency, to set up your scry or your glimpses, to deal extra damage with your attacks, more sources of damage. Foil Machine Monstrosity here. So I think she's going to be really fun. King Okaze, the best card I pulled so far is... Oh, no. The best card I pulled so far is probably Foil Vermilion Decree. That's likely the best one so far. Yeah, classy Ordinary Bear. Yep. I remember you. That's awesome. Taylor talked about your match. It was a bunch of good opponents on your team too for them. Good matchups. Good matches. Any Tristan builds, Chris? Yes, I think so. I mean, people are settling right now, right? People are looking at different Tristan builds. Wind's like the obvious one to build, just like that's how the starter deck is built. But I think there's more than Wind. Cell Handler. Does the deck require dungeon guides? I would probably run them, yeah, in most Tristan builds, because you're going to really want that level 3. I don't think it's necessary, but I think it's good. SR Wind Piercer. You could also run Temporal Spectrometer and Beseech the Winds in there, which I think is a good play too. And Orchestrated Seizure. Alright, so that box was a 3-foil box. Nothing crazy exciting. 2 commons and an uncommon. 5 SRs. We did get another Ravishing Finale, which I'm very excited about. And a Vertigress Decree. Need some more Cerulean Decrees, though. Need some more Slimies. And then UR Shadow's Claw. Yeah, the art is sick. Very, very good. How do I feel about Spectrometer and Ari? I run it. Wind? In Wind Ari, Spectrometer is great in Ari. It's actually really good in Arasana. It's okay taking the turn not leveling to have more cards in hand at level 3. You really need cards in hand at level 3. It depends on which route you're going. If you're going the Claude route, you have to be able to get a play of Claude into one of your automatons. That's how you actually be kind of safe with Claude. But even if you're just trying to, like, you sometimes need the Comet Fall out of hand in Ari. That might be a little easier to not have to do now, depending on some of the MRC cards. But you need cards in Ari's hand when you get to level 3. So in the Fire one, I was playing Increasing Dangers. And in the Wind one, I was definitely playing Spectrometer, Beseech. Poro, we are on, let's see, this is the second box of case 2. So we're on box 8. Yeah, I agree with Spectrometer a lot. Spectrometer, I think, is really good. Sadi, apparently that's good. Yeah, dude, Sonic, I know. Like, we've been trying to cut down Tristan lists today, and it is legitimately challenging to cut them down. We got a, yo, foil Sadi. Hey, let's go. That's a good hit. It is not an SR Sadi. Or CSR, sorry, excuse me, a CSR Sadi, but it is a foil Sadi. Trying to get like that foil. The foil is... There, we get a little pop there. A little pop. Good hit. Wow. Nice. And a prototype shield. Yeah, Umbra is really stacked. I agree. Both for Ranger and for Assassin, I think. I would like to try. I'd like to look at the card pool and potentially try a Fire Gloamspire Tristan. Like a Fragmented Spirit of Fire, Gloamspire. Just kind of like level and keep accruing value, and like go really Umbra heavy. I think that's a potentially interesting build too. Best Honshu art. Sadi's cool. It's not my favorite Honshu art, though. Actually, I don't know what my favorite Honshu art is. I really liked Highwayman. The Highwayman. Something Highwayman. I like that one. I haven't played that card in a while. I don't remember the name now. Intrepid? Intrepid Highwayman? Is that the name? I like that art from Han quite a bit. Han's art is, like, always fire, though. There's no bad Han art. Yeah, Ravishing number 3. Okay, but we still haven't seen any Icebound slams, and I'm getting worried I'm getting the same boxes that Taylor got. Really need to see Icebound slam in her. Oh, yo. We got one. We got one. Okay, here we go. Okay, scout the land. We got a Blightroot. We got a Watervale Apostle. Yo, it's Andronica. So sick. She is so good, too. Holy cow, let's go. This is awesome. Oh, such a weight off my mind to get a CSR. And we didn't have to wait till like the last case this time. Holy cow, let's go. Gilda CSR is beautiful, Corbin. You're absolutely right about that. There we go. Nice. Whew, okay. Beautiful. Yeah, great CSR. Incredible card. Andronica is super... Like, Andronica, we've been talking about her all weekend since we saw the reveal. Like, she seems really pushed. She is a powerful card. Holy cow. You can see in this foil, you can see a little bit of the texture in like the sky and everything. God, Grand Archive foils are just way too good, dude. Grand Archive CSRs are something else. Holy cow. This is the first CSR. Yes. We got there. Oh boy. All right. Here, let me get this properly protected. We have a world sleeve. We're going to toss Andronica in. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Rose's BFF, absolutely. Yeah, those two are roommates for sure, dude. Andronica and Rose, they're roommates. 100% they're roommates. Yeah, she is a warrior class bonus. I just felt like Lorraine was kind of, you know, lagging behind a little bit. So really good that they a little beef Lorraine up a little bit. She's never quite been there, you know. She's always been a little behind. Eternal Magistrate SR. Okay, now Case, please start delivering Icebound slams, please, 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 Case. Thank you for the congrats, everyone. I'm stoked. I'm stoked to be able to pull another CSR. We're not repeating the first few streams. Well, it was my first edition streams, which obviously really hurt because every pull there was like minimum $2,000. But that was rough. But then in my Fractured Crown, I for some reason didn't stream Fractured Crown. I don't remember why. I don't know what was going through my head, but I didn't stream my Fractured Crown box opening. But I split that case with main deck Mitch, and we just agreed ahead of time to sell the, you know, it was guaranteed in Fractured Crown, so we agreed to ahead of time to sell the CSR to main deck Taylor if it was Merlin, which it was. So that all worked out, but I didn't get to keep the CSR that we pulled. Don't let him drink. That's later. Yeah, that is later. That is later. Wind Allen. Yeah, I haven't put any Wind Allen lists together yet because I'm way too slime pilled right now. But Allen plus Geldis is the start, you know? You kind of just start there and then see what happens. We got a Sorrow Color SR. I think Allen could be a playable deck. I don't know if he's Sylvie level, but I think he could be playable. Lost in Thought. Yeah, Sorrow Collar is a new ranger weapon. It's really cool, actually. It does a bunch of damage. That's what you want your weapons to do. I will probably toy around with Alan once I've gotten less slime pilled, so that actually might never happen, but yeah, I really like the slimes, dude. Slimes are sick. Yeah, Sylvie is dope. Very excited for tomorrow. I'm playing Fire Sylvie at noon and then Water Nico, assuming I have Icebound slams at 4. Twilight Slime. Okay, I wanted you, but you're not Icebound Slam, Twilight Slime, please. Yeah, I mean, a lot of your cards are from the Recollection deck, but I have builds for all 3 elements. You don't need to play Slime. You definitely don't need to play Spirit of Slime. That's fine. You can play Spirit of Slime, but you certainly don't need to. So she does have some interesting builds still. And honestly, like, the fact that I can sit here in this card game and say, yeah, in the tribal deck, there are 3 different, 3 totally different builds that use, like, different win cons is, like, find me another card game where you can do that, you know? Yes, I did pick Sylvie in the Worlds event. Yep. Definitely Team Sylvie. Team Sylvie for life. King Slime CSR. King Slime isn't in here, and the CSR is in the event packs. King. I wish I could pull it because I really want CSRs of King Slime. Orchestrated Seizure. And I've been playing Sylvie for a while. Oh, second foil Arsenal Keeper. That's cool. And we got, hey, nice, another Vampiric Slime is our UR in this box. Sick. So as you guys probably know, you know, I did that Tristan deck video, and Ava from TalkGA did the Sylvie one. So we have had the decks for a little bit, actually, because we had to get experience playing them and everything. So I have been playing with Sylvie for a little while. Just toying around with stuff. Myself and main deck Taylor have been playing, and both of us, by the way, just to be clear, we're banned for a month from anything higher than locals. So, as is Ava. So, we took the hit, but I got to have a lot of fun exploring Sylvie, and I am a huge fan. I've gone Hollywood. Yeah, I am not wearing a nice sweater today. I'm sorry. I thought about changing, but then I ran out of time, and I was dealing with computer issues here. So, yeah, you're getting casual, Dan, today. Or, yeah, I like that. Gone Hollywood. You've got Hollywood, Dan, today. Oh, I didn't... obviously, that box... I started opening another box, but obviously this box was sick. We got the foil Sadi. We got a Vampiric Slime UR. We got our CSR Andronica. And we get these 5 SRs, including another Sadi and a Ravishing Finale and a Twilight Slime and a Magistrate. These are all good cards. So, yes, obviously that box was sick. Yeah, King, we are unable. If there were any major events we wanted to play in the next month, we would be unable to, just to not have the slime advantage over the general public. Got a Geldis. Or the Tristan advantage, but, you know, we're slime-pilled here, so. Cleansing Reunion. Yeah, we did get the CSR, thankfully. Oh my god. What a weight off my mind. Now I'm cool just opening whatever. It is nice to have. They do exist. Foil Skirting Step. Target unit becomes distant if it's imbued for the next 1 damage to be dealt to that unit this turn and draw. Oh, yeah, yeah, this card. This card's cool. This card does a little of everything. It's kind of a sick foil. Is this a... Who is this character? This looks like a Shadowverse Evolve character. It looks like that, I don't know. It kind of looks like a mix of a couple Shadowverse Evolve characters, actually. And another Geldis. The Dan's teammate curse. That's right. Dan's teammate is banned too. Don't worry. Blade of Creation. I hope I could pull another CSR, but I'm not counting on anything. So, whatever. If it happens, that's great. If not, that's totally fine too. We are all good. Blessed Clergy. Honestly, if you're going to try and bless my pulls, please, I just want Icebound Slams. I don't want to have to buy them. I need the slams. I need me some slams. Gotta wait till Wednesday to get your booster box? Oh no, Andrew, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wish you incredible pulls when you do get, though. Engineered Slime? Okay. Alright. Alright, I see you. I see you. Oh, I don't know Guilty Gear very well. I'm not a fighting game guy. I know nothing about fighting games. I'm a real dummy. Cerulean Decree. We'll take that. We need that too. Might have to audible to Water Merlin if I can't get my Icebound Slams for tomorrow, though. Which I'm not, like, mad about either. Prima Materia is our UR this box. Good. We need these. Probably, like, Vampiric Slime and Prima Materia, I think, are the URs that I want to get close to full sets of, or full sets of. And I, of course, want to get the spirits as well. Need one of each. Harvester Mark II. Yes, Blade of Creation. I think Blade of Creation is going to be very playable. I think it should be. Favorable Winds. Okay, all right. All right, got the alternate art Favorable Winds foil. I'll take it. That's kind of neat. Very windy foil box. That's fun. Lunar Conduit. Bling Deck when? Dude, Bling Decks in Grand Archive are expensive. That doesn't work. That doesn't work for me. They're too pricey, unfortunately. I bling some things when I can, but I don't. Not sure the case has been going. Case has been going. Case has been going well, Andrew. We got a CSR, so we are happy. We're just we're on the hunt for Icebound Slams now. Haven't gotten any of that SR yet, and I wanted 4 for tomorrow, so. But thank you for the wishes. I'm telling people, wish for Icebound Slams for me, please. I got the CSR. I'm good now. I just want slams. Give me my slams. Backup charger. Yeah, thank you, Sean. Thank you. Thank you. Come on, slam. Let's go. It's going to be like Tide Diviner all over again for people who are here for the first one. The set one, first edition boxes. Got another Ravishing Finale. Okay. Another good water CSR, or SR. The CSR is really good too. Someone on a budget looking at cheaper alternate win cards? Oh, okay. I mean, honestly, there are a lot of really good cards that you can play on a budget. Cordelia. All right, I mean, we'll take Cordelia. I mean, Erupting's always been a good budget deck. But that's, yeah, if you want to play Wind. Wind isn't terribly expensive to play, honestly. Like, a lot of good Wind stuff is at lower rarity. Like, if you don't have Beseeches, that's, like, fine. Oh, another foil. We got a foil Captivating Cutthroat. Nice, yeah. 3-1 for 2. That's pretty efficient. And a Lost in Thought. Next 2 packs, Hollow Icebound Slam. Well, this is the last pack of the box, so... Roturdo Slice and Dice is only in the Recollection deck, so we'll not be getting it in these boxes. I've got mine right over somewhere. All right, so the last pack of the box, are we going to get that? I mean, it's not going to be a foil, unfortunately. We already had 3 foils in this box, but we could still get an Icebound Slam in this pack. It's a Frost Shard. It was water, but it's just a Frost Shard. All right, we're moving on to box 4. Whoa, Sylvie Band. Box 4 of case 2. Starting to feel like I do not regret getting the 3rd case here, because there's no way in these 3 boxes I'll get a set of Icebound Slams. Yeah, Foil Slice will be in Sapphire. It should be in Sapphire packs. The Sapphire packs for this set, given how good the Recollection deck cards are in general, the Sapphire packs are going to be like fire. You want to go to regionals this season really badly if you like either of those. Oh yeah, King, we're now halfway through case 2. We are cruising. I got places to be. Wife and I have a date tonight, so I got to cruise. Stream me sorting my bulk. I'd like to have time to sort my bulk, actually. Foil Concealed Marksman. Ranged 4 and True Sight. Wow. This card's cool. Wind Ranger stonks. Let's go. And another Sadi. Wow, we've got so many Sadis. That's sick. At least we're getting lots of Sadis. Maybe I can trade some Sadis for some Icebound Slams or something. No, Scuba Steve. They're not in the main 191. Nope, they're only in Recollection decks. And then Sapphire packs will be given out at regionals where you can get foil versions of them. Got another SR, Penumbra Waltz. Wife and Dan stream? I don't know if that's going to happen. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Luxera's map. The PTO grind, it's tough. Grand Archive just makes you want to go to every single event, you know? Like you gotta go. Like, you gotta go. You gotta. They're so good. King, I want to see you at Ascent. Oh, no, I can't see you at Ascent Chicago. You gotta at least talk to Main Deck Taylor. You gotta go see Main Deck Taylor or the rest of the Main Deck team at Chicago. I won't see you there, unfortunately. But you should go. Because Ascents are incredible. They're so much fun. The drive is so worth. You'll finish the weekend and you will say, I'm happy to drive back home because that drive was totally worth it. I promise. I promise you'll say that. Foil Collapsing Trap. That's pretty sweet. Another one of these play for memory cards. And Impact Hammer. I think that's the first one of those we got. You can do the drive. I believe in you. I believe you can do the drive. Ascent Worlds was one of the best TCG events I've ever been to. Oh, yo, it's my the music that's playing. This is the start of my which videos was I using this on? I used this as the start music in a few videos. I can't remember which ones now though. Maybe someone knows the main deck lore better than me. Shit. Oh man. Set 5 comes out right afterwards. I think set 5's right before Toronto. No, set 5's right before Singapore. Set 5's right before Singapore. Ascents are like Callings for Fab or Grand Prix for Magic. Yep. Yeah. It's such a... They're just so fun. Yeah, I really... Oh, man, I hope I get to go to Singapore so bad. I want to visit the Asiatic region. And I want to... It just sounds fun. It sounds so fun to... It's kind of exotic. Like, very different than going to the U.S., you know? I'd say that about any location outside of the U.S., basically. And that would be really fun. Yo, we got UR Fragmented Spirit of Wind. Very nice. Yes, King, get out there. Absolutely. So we got our Fragmented Spirit of Wind. That's sick. Wind Blast Forecaster. Where are our water SRs? Yo, Tokyo GA event. That would be sweet. Ooh. Ooh. That is it. That is a foil hit. All right. It is not the CUR, which would be insane. But... Yo, foil Tristan Shadowreaver. That means I don't even feel bad if I did get lucky enough to pull the CUR. I can use this to play with. Good hit. Holy cow, that is sick. Let's go. Yeah, we're doing pretty well here. We're doing pretty well. Yeah, good hit. Absolutely. I'm not mad about that at all. That's awesome. That, the foil Sadi, the foil red decree. I mean, those are sick. And then obviously our Andronica. Man, we're doing good. We're doing pretty great here, actually. I'm vibing this. I'm vibing these pulls tonight. Thank you all for joining me for this. Blessing me with your luck. This has gone great. Twilight Slime. Okay. Getting our set of those. At least I'll have my slimes. Maybe the Nico won't pan out, but at least I'll have my slimes. You can't take my slimes away from me. Seaside Ringleader. Just need Icebound Slam. Yeah, dude. Might be the one SR I haven't pulled any copies of. I think that's quite possible at this point. Because I did get a Calamity Cannon earlier on. I don't know all the SRs off the top of my head, but that's the only one I can think of right now that I haven't pulled. Trade Icebound Slam for foil Tristan. I think I'll pass. Thanks, Corbin. Thanks for the offer, though, buddy. We'll have Taylor silence you for that comment. Frost Shard. We got 2 packs left in this box, and then we got 2 boxes left in this case. CSR Calamity Cannon, that's not that bad. I think Calamity Cannon's kind of sick. It's probably the worst CSR to hit, though. I mean, being straight with you, it probably is, but I also think the card is not being given. I think people are writing it off immediately before trying it, and I think there's reason to think there's a little bit of potential there. Harvester in the last pack. Okay, so yeah, I mean, good box. 6 SR box, including Asadi, Twilight Slime, Penumbra Waltz, good stuff. Fragmented Spirit of Wind, you are, and of course, that foil Tristan. That foil Tristan. Oof. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you, Ash. Thank you for backing me up. Yeah, Luxeras, that's very true. Yeah, I hope to make it out to Toronto. I really do. I've been to Toronto a couple of times. Loved it. Love the city. I think it's so cool. $89, 3 times 6 times 80. Oh, you're trying to math out the price of my 3 cases. There's a lot of store credit involved, actually. Okay, next box. We're going to start with a cell handler. That's fine. Corbin, it's just fun to silence you, though. Think new Lunar Conduit for Astra is going to be a staple? No, I think Lunar Conduit's really good, actually. I think you're totally right. Ooh, neat. Look at that foil. We were talking about how good this art is earlier. That foil looks great. No, I think Lunar Conduit is a very good card, actually. It seems like an easy thing to slam into Arasana. Though Arasana's material deck was already feeling pretty tight. So, I don't know. We'll just have to see. There's a lot of good cards that you can play in Arasana. Well, how do I word that differently? There are a lot of cards that you should play in Arasana that will make her more playable. She's really close. She's close to being good. And she might be there now, but we have to really test it out. But I'm a little too slime-pilled at the moment to test it out. Meteor Strike, though, speaking of cards. Foil game on GA is top tier. Yeah, absolutely. Ashen Wings. Yes, GA does have a main cord. If you go to gatcg.com, there should be a link to the Discord there. I also have it linked in. Go to like any of my GA videos. It should be linked down there. There's a main deck Discord, but there's a main cord link as well. I'm not trying to get you into the main deck Discord, although you're welcome to join. But there is a main GA Discord with many people in it. Yeah, everyone's material deck is feeling... Dude, that's how it's going to go. Every set that comes out, material decks are going to feel tighter and tighter. I swear. There are just too many good options. Like, right now, we're like, oh, yeah, always... You know, you got room to jam in your Terrafring, your Safeguard Amulet, your whatever. It's gonna get tough, though. It's going to get tough. We got a Warren Diary. It's the first one of those we opened. Everyone, welcome Warren Diary. Welcome. Yeah, all good. Either way. But yeah, I just want to make sure you get to the right place. Get to your main cord. Definitely, like, any time of day you can find people chatting about stuff, answers to questions, all that kind of stuff. Devs for GA are very available often. Well, they've been getting busier and busier lately, but they have for a long time, you know, they chat all the time in the Discord. As well as tons of prominent like casters and like TM32 who do a lot of the organization for big events now. Get to talk to a lot of people. Oh, the first Atmos Armor type Ares here. Nice. That's our UR for the box. Pretty neat card. Yeah, we will have our league starting up very soon, for sure. Thanks, King. Thanks, King, for doing all the plugs. I appreciate it. Listen to King. Do what King says. Oh, that's the UR. I got mixed up. It is time. It is time for Icebound Slam to be found. I'm starting to feel. I'm feeling it. I'm getting squeezed on the slams. This is the problem with doing the podcast and declaring it the card we're most excited for. Karma. Yeah, Ashen, the devs for GA care like so much, and they are so involved with the community. It's really refreshing if you come from certain other TCGs where you like can't talk to anyone in there at all. It's awesome. Foil Gear Stride Academy. That's a neat foil. It's like on the kind of swirly bits mostly. It's kind of cool. Power Defender. I saw some water and I'm getting too hyped now when I see water. Yo, just got a recollection box. Which one? Did you get Sylvie or Tristan? They're both good. They are both really sick decks. Blade of Creation. All right, come on. Icebound Slam. What are my thoughts about GA format set rotation? I don't know. This is a controversial take to some people. I generally think set rotations are pretty good for games, so I wouldn't be opposed to it. But I think they can wait at least 2 years before they have to rotate. So I think Worlds will still be using everything from Dawn of Ashes for sure, even if they do intend to rotate. Knowing GA though, whatever they decide, they'll approach it really well. They always have innovative solutions to things like that. Cerulean Decree, okay, good. That's good. I'm not mad about Cerulean Decree. I need more of those. Oh, awesome. Yeah, time to start jumping in, for sure. It is time to jump in. The Recollection decks, the new metagame looks so open. The Recollection decks are the perfect way to jump in. There's a Calamity Cannon. Okay. All right, well, we got a second one of those at least. Yeah, I agree, Luxera. It shouldn't be looked at until at least post-Worlds 2025. But yeah, like I said, I think it's easy to like get a little like knee jerk to it. I think however the devs approach it, they'll do it well. Whether they do it or not. I have no reason to think they won't do a good job with it. Last pack of this box. Will it be a slam jam? It won't. It'll be an orchestrated seizure. Last case. No, wait. Last box of this case. I gotta say the right thing. Last box of this case. This box was... Alright. The Lunar Seer is cool. That's a cool foil. Not as hype as the last box, but Cerulean Decree is good. Yo, Toonie, yes. This was our big hit. We did get a CSR Andronica, which is just gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful card. And then we've had actually a couple of really sweet foil SRs too. We got a foil Tristan Shadowreaver. That was dope. We got a foil Sadi, which is dope. And our first cool hit was the foil Vermilion Decree. So yeah, things have been going well. We are the big meme right now, if you're just stepping in, is that we have pulled 0 Icebound Slam SRs. And of all the decks I was prepping to play tomorrow, I have a Nico that needs 4 Icebound Slams. So we have 7 boxes left to find 4 Icebound Slams. At least I'd at least like 2, so I don't have to like try and acquire all 4 of them. I believe we'll get there. We'll get some, but yeah, it's been rough out there for Icebound Slams. So first pack of the final box of the second case. This is basically getting to be an Attack on Titan episode name now. Wait, gameplay. Yeah, we will be doing more gameplay. Actually, if you guys, let me know if you guys watched the gameplay that I did with Kel and Once in Love. If you like that, I would love to hear about it, because Kel and I were talking at Worlds, and we have intentions to do a lot more gameplay. It seemed like the feedback was pretty good to that. I'm going to continue, like, obviously, like, trying to improve it in small ways. But if people really like that, that's really motivating. So I can just make sure that we make the time to get more gameplay in. Yeah, I'm panicking a little bit, but it's okay. We'll get there. We'll find them. Better do a new common pile, actually. Got a Convoking Slime. Lots of rares. We're good on the rares. We'll definitely feature Tristan on the channel for sure. Ooh, that's a nice foil. I always love getting material deck foils. These are I think some of the best foils to get, because you only need to get the one, and you can slap it into lots of different decks. So Crystal and Longsword, that's cool. Nice foil. That's a good hit. Good foil hit. I'm a fan. Oh, Naya, we need more of these too. Thank you for showing up, Naya. I'm so happy to see you. Imagine when you speak Ukrainian, live in Poland, write in English. It's so, yeah, I can imagine. I can't actually imagine. I am so far from bilingual, even bilingual, let alone trilingual. So I think it's just amazing that you can do that much. That's crazy, dude. That's insane. You should be proud of yourself. It helped you get into the game? That's so good to hear. Thank you. Okay, I'm really happy to hear that. Yeah. Kel and I are going to be knocking some more gameplay out. Yeah, you can just look forward to that. That'll be happening. That'll be coming for sure with Mercurial Heart and beyond. We have too many cool decks to play too. And Kel's like super excited about Tristan. So like guaranteed first match is going to feature Tristan. No doubt, from Kel's side at least. I'll have something fun. We could do like constructed Tristan versus constructed Sylvie. That might be kind of interesting, right? Because like you saw the Recollection decks already. So you like, maybe people want to see what some constructed versions of those look like. I will have Sylvie deck profiles coming too, for sure. Okay. Well, it's nice to see the Naya. I'm happy about the Naya, and I forgot that I need more Nayas too. So I think I need one more Naya. We should be able to get there. We got another Vermilion Decree. Okay. Oh, you got to play against Kel? Ash, that's awesome. Yeah, Kel's great. Kel's an awesome guy. Red Zone Rogue on YouTube. I keep calling him his real name, but that's not going to help you find his channel. But Kel is really going to be, like, he's really getting GA as a big focus for his channel too, which is awesome. Kel's channel is a lot like Main Deck, where he and I both have like several games that we kind of like just rotate between and push content for frequently, as well as doing some like other like one-off stuff. So if you like what you get on Main Deck, you should like Kel's channel. We're like content creator brothers. You guys played against each other? Dude, Ash, do you remember? I got so... I was not in a complete state of mind, maybe. I should put it that way. During the world premiere event, I was a drunken brawler, a drunken savant playing Sylvie. I only lost in my last round to Ivan because I think, oh no, he was good. Like, he might have beat me anyway, but I did misplay that round too. But yeah, so no, I don't remember sitting next to you while you played. Unfortunately. I do remember winning my first 2 games though. Yeah, Andrew, I don't know. We're just insane. I don't know how to explain it either. Primordial Ritual. Wow, we're getting low on this box, and we've only pulled two SRs so far. Oh, I thought you were talking about the world premiere MRC event with the Sylvie decks and everything. Okay, yeah. Yes, he was playing Mitch's Arasana deck. Mitch's weird Arasana deck. Oh, nice, another Vampiric Slime. Sick. I remember now, though. Oh, We Cross is fun. Yeah, I like We Cross. We Cross is a sweet game. I'm glad Kel is showing it some love. We got a foil Freezing Steel. That's a cool art. That foil looks pretty sweet. And a Steel Slug. So we have 4 packs left in this box, and there should be at least 3 CSRs within them. Or, sorry, God, I keep saying that. 3 SRs within them. There should be at least 3 CSRs in here. That's right, Ash. I totally forgot. Okay, no wonder that didn't sound familiar to me. You really confused me there for a little bit. Revenant Scourge. There's 1 SR. Yeah, Poro, dude. The drinks they were making that night, they really got me. Holy cow! I just had one, and I was like, I was having a good time. I was having a fun event. All right, there's 1 rare. So these last 2 packs should have SRs. All right, chat. Which one has Icebound Slam? Left or right? Which one has Icebound Slam? I'm going to put it up to the chat vote. I'm going to open the one that chat picks last. So left or right for our Icebound Slam pack. I was about to shuffle them in my hand because I'm a card game addict. So I stopped myself from shuffling them because that would make it confusing. Sean says right. Bro says left. Bird Eye says yes. Huh. If they both had Icebound Slam, I wouldn't turn that down either. Oh, someone's got it. This tie can't exist. Okay, Lucas says left. Andy says left. Andrew, I would say Wheatcross's learning curve is actually pretty... It's not bad. It's not that bad. I've played a lot of card games. We learned from the instruction manual on the back of the playmat in one go. It wasn't too terrible, but all the terminology is like kind of weird and confusing. Okay, left appears to be the winner, so we'll open right first. Catboy Slim said 2. Nice. All right, so right is the first pack. We should have an SR in here. And it's Bertha. Okay, Bertha's good. Bertha's good. And we should have an Icebound Slam in here. Thanks to chat. Chat found it. Chat found the Icebound Slam. All right, last pack of the box is... Oh, we only got 4 SRs this box? I got so excited when I saw water, but we actually only got 4 SRs this box. We got a rough box. Dang. I didn't, like, miss one, right? Oh, I did. Aegis of Dawn. Okay, I missed an SR. That's why. That was my bad. My bad. I forgot Aegis of Dawn was an SR. Okay, there we go. We got 5. We're good. We got Naya and a Bertha and a Vermilion Decree. Pretty sweet. Solid ones. Foil Crystal and Longsword, and the Vampiric Slime UR is nice, too. All right. Not quite, but thank you all for trying. We almost got there. We have one more case to open. Let's cruise. Let's get this done. Okay. All right. One more case. It feels like we have fresh CSR chances here too with another case, so we could get lucky. But really, I'm just looking for Icebound Slam. That's the thing I want. Please, Icebound Slam. All right, box 1 of case 3, the third and final case of the night. Thank you again all for joining me today. This has been a ton of fun. I have loved having you here, cracking these open with me, playing little games. And we will see now if we can get lucky enough to be able to play Nico tomorrow. Otherwise, we gotta quickly throw the Merlin deck together. All right. In a case, getting 4 of the same SR might be difficult. If we hit a foil, that would help. We'll start with the foil Suffocating Miasma, though. Ooh, that's kind of a cool foil, actually. It's kind of neat. It's got like a bunch of little runes in the art. Andrew, right. There has to be at least one, right? Like we can't go 3 cases with no Icebound slams. That just seems absurd. Final Stroke. We got our UR in the very first pack. So first pack was a foil rare and a UR. Nice to have another Final Stroke too. What's the spirit we're missing? Oh no, I need Fractured Water Spirit for that Merlin list too. Oh man. Okay. Come on, we got a few things to pick up here. We got a few things to find. Dude, classy. Lost in Thought with Nico. It's nuts. It is nuts. I think Lost in Thought is so good. I think the card is so sweet. Powered Defender. God, foil. We after this weekend, the entire main deck team was just so GA pilled. You know what I mean? Like, we came out of this weekend, we were like, how does GA do everything so well? So good. We're just loving it. We're loving the GA experience. I'm so excited. Curse. I think this is our first curse amplification. That might be a good sign. We might be at a different part of the print run. This might be the sign we're looking for. I'm actually really pumped. I'm really pumped to see this curse amplification because I think that's the first one. Is that the first one? It would have been really early on if I had another one. Yeah, that's the first curse amplification. This is the good sign. Okay, Icebound slams are coming. But yeah, like I'm so pumped for Grand Archive continuing to grow. Like their roadmap for the next year is awesome. Like really good actually. Like the ascents, the locations, the world access. Hearing about how well it's doing in Taiwan is like wild, but really cool. And recollection decks are such a great entry point for people. I'm so excited. I've already seen so many people saying like, oh yeah, I'm finally, like in this chat even, we had people who were popping in and being like, yeah, I'm trying it I'm finally jumping in. I'm just checking it out, you know, like that's great. GA is one of the few games where I've heard of stores that stopped hosting it like after the Kickstarter and then the kind of the long wait for Fractured Crown and everything, who have picked the game back up again. Like how often do you hear your LGS drops a game and then restarts it later? That to me is like that's like the sign. We did get another Cerulean Decree, which I am okay with. Very happy with, actually. Oh, classy. I saw that Reddit thread. And I tried to click into it and then my like Reddit app was like acting up like it usually does. So I didn't get to go in it, but I thought about going in and like posting there too. I'm such a simp for GA on Reddit though. Like I'm going to lose credibility because like if you look at my I have a main deck account on Reddit. If you look at my post history, it's all like, yeah, you should play GA. But it's true. I mean, it's true. That's what I tell everyone too. Like I do get accused of simping for GA sometimes, which is like, I get why people think that, but I'm simping for good games, right? And everything GA does is good and the game is incredible, and not everything. That's a lot of what the GA team does is really good though. They have made a few missteps, but have answered them so well. Croissant Longsword. Mavis ordered both recollection decks today. Love to hear it. Andrew, you wish your LGS has carried it? Talk to them. You know? I don't know if you have already, but here's the thing too. I think I go into this a lot in these streams, but like And not everyone can do this, but if you are able to be a champion for the game in your area, you know, talk to your LGSs, try and get like some demo nights on the schedule, give them the resources they need, like show them where to talk to distributors, tell them you're going to pre-order through them, do pre-order through them, of course. The follow through there is important too. Doing all that stuff and like just building a little squad of players who are all going to pre-order through your LGS, that's just how you get it going. And if you can't, that's okay, but you want to find someone who can do that. That's all the LGSs that host GA, most of them, I should say, foil turbocharged. That's interesting. Most LGSs that host any small card game do it because they had a champion who got the game rolling in their area. And I do feel like there's sometimes a misunderstanding where people don't, I think some people don't understand, and I'm not saying you do. Maybe you totally got that, but I think there are people I talk to who don't understand. There's like a disconnect. They don't get that, like, it's not just that every LGS has to, if every LGS had to just like try and host every game, they would go out of business because they would just lose a ton of money on a bunch of games that didn't work out. Instead, what LGSs do is they look for games where they have the player base already built in. They have the champion who's trying to build that. And those are the sure bets for them. And that's how you kind of get things rolling. So if you're at all able to do that in your area, that would be the way. That'd be the way to do it. The longsword has a misspelling. Hold on. Okay. Crystalline longsword. Water, cost, regalia weapon. Warrior sword. I'll hold it up so you guys can see it too. Sorry. As long as you have 4 or more water element cards in your graveyard, crystalline longsword gets +1. Crusteel and sheath in frost. What did I miss? As long as you have 4 or more water element cards in your graveyard. Oh, Custolin. Custolin. There it is. I found it. Yeah, classy. That's the way to do it. Honestly, all a shop is looking for is like 4 players who will place pre-orders with them. If you go to a shop with 3 other people and you say, hey, we all want to just order the sets through you when they come out, and they go, nah, not interested. You weren't going to succeed with them anyway. They're just like, they're literally just throwing away money at that point because you're going to prepay them to order things and then attend their events and everything. Like, that's ridiculous. Yeah, and Ash is correct. We had a long community discussion. I don't think it got saved at all, but we're gonna set up a video at some point talking about just like building local communities for small card games. Calamity Cannon. Come on. Icebound Slam. Yeah, Andrew, it is always just based on who they have around. Engineered slime, okay. And the best thing you can do if your local shop doesn't host it in the area is just try and talk to them. If you really want it to run and you're willing to be the person who like shows up weekly, tries teaching the game to people and stuff, you'll get it to grow. And if you aren't willing to do it, willing or able to do that for some reason, you have to just find someone who will do that. And once you do that, then you should be able to build a community. It's the secret. Another Geldis. Okay, that was box 1. I still feel hopeful because we saw curse amplification. I still feel hopeful that these Icebound Slams are hiding in here. But there are 5 SRs for that box, as well as a Final Stroke, which is a nice UR to get. And we had 2 foils, Turbocharge and Suffocating Miasma. Box number 2 of the 3rd and final case. The final case, box 2, pack 1. Again, it's Attack on Titan jokes is what that is. All right. Will we get an Icebound Slam? All right. Have a good night, Corbin. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you hanging out with us. I'm sorry Taylor silenced you. I don't know. Do you guys think is it possible to not get any Icebound Slams in 3 boxes? Is that like a real thing? Thank you, Andrew. I hope it works out. I I really appreciate the blessing. We got a Foretold Bloom. Got the ice in chat. Got the snowflakes. I love it. Got a second foil Freezing Steel, actually. I keep hoping this is going to be a foil Icebound Slam just to help me get that set together a little easier. Memento Mori. Haven't seen that since like the first box. Nah, don't tell me it's possible. Never tell me the odds. Ooh, Prima Materia. Okay, cool. I wanted a third of those. Happy about that. Happy about that. Still we need the fractured or fragmented water spirit. We need that. But that'll be hiding in another box, I'm sure. We'll find that. Eternal Magistrate. Okay, got plenty of those. Snowflakes. Come on. The thing that was so ridiculous in the first edition boxes was it was Tide Diviner that I was chasing until the very last case. And Tide Diviner is just a rare. And I just couldn't pull it at all. So at least we got good rares here. Good rare distribution. Plenty of rares. It's just the SRs now that are just killing me. These Icebound Slams. Suffocating my asthma. Andrew, yes, I will do a Nico deck tech if I like our Nico list. Okay, so here's what I think about deck techs. There is one time, really, of the season when I hold back deck techs. And that is strictly because, usually our team is competitive. And we have some players on our team who are, whether it's me or people like Taylor, who are going to take our whatever best competitive lists are and take them to Ascent or National or something. When it gets about like the month before the major event that a bunch of the teams attending, I usually don't post our like favorite lists that we've been playing. We're usually playing the competitive list because we're testing. But when it comes to like the set just launching like this, I'm gonna play whatever I can. But I don't just do some content creators will just post deck lists and be like, this is a day zero list I haven't tested at all. I play my lists at least one or two events, revise them, feel them out before I post deck profiles. I do that for every card game. Because I don't feel good about putting out a list that I haven't like really experienced. Because I feel like there are a lot of times in card games when you have theory and practice work out differently. And I don't want to have a reputation as having lists that are like good in theory, but don't really work out in practice. So I make sure to play my list before I do profiles. But that means anything I'm playing right now is going to be valid for a deck profile for sure. Finding Dungeon Guide in Alter. I didn't have Dungeon Guide issues actually. I got pretty fortunate in my Dungeon Guide pulls, and I had a lot of the Prelude decks as well. But I know people had trouble for sure. Suffocating miasma. Oh my god, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yes. It's, come on, didn't you watch Inuyasha? That was where I learned that word, from Inuyasha. Shout out to Inuyasha for teaching me the word miasma. Diablerie? Okay. Diablerie? Classy, exactly. Great example. In theory, Ari was really good. In practice, it didn't, it just couldn't quite get there often enough. Yeah, Ash is exactly right. Like once the tournament's coming up, the main deck, like top competitive lists usually close down for a little bit. I'll still post some deck profiles sometimes, but they're usually ones that we've kind of like rotated out of top competitive play. And that's really just to, give our team a shot of having kind of a little dark horse factor. Because we're a team, we like to brew. We really like to come up with, oh good, I got another Naya. Okay, I needed one more of these, so I'm happy to get that. Feeling cold. Come on, Icebound. Icebound, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. Loaded Thoughts. Okay, good card. But not what I'm looking for. Come on, let's get Icy. Ooh, foil Eternal Dreamer. That's a cool card. That's a cool foil. Got the water foils here coming out. The interesting glimpse, automaton glimpse thing. I don't know what to make of this, but it's kind of cool. It's nifty. Cleansing Reunion. I'm missing the brewing right now. Oh no. Oh no, brewing in the main deck competitive Discord. I hate missing that. I love a good brew session. And there were some wild ideas being thrown out earlier that I saw. Oh, Kinship, the fire spice keeps getting better. That's what I was hoping this was. Let's go. Yeah. There's a spicy fire list that you're toying with, and I'm here for it. Yo! Icebound Slam! We got one! We got one! No. No, bro. The universe is back for me. Here we are. Icebound Slam. Let's go. All right. Just need to find a few more of these bad boys, but they do exist. Yes. All right. Woo! I was getting worried. I was going to have to buy 4 of these things. Okay. Continuing on. Having found Icebound Slam. Very excited about that. The Nico is still a possibility. At least I don't need to find Fragmented Spirit of Water to play Nico, because Fragmented Spirit of Water and Nico is really bad. Those aren't good together. Yep. The case opening was saved. Ooh, foil Gloamspire Sniper. That's kind of neat. This was the 3 foil box today. Ranged 4 True Sight. On kill, generate creeping torments. This ally feels pretty pushed too. That's pretty cool. And we got a Powered Defender. That was our last pack in that box. I like the foil coming in clutch in the last pack. That's always fun. Those 3 foils, the little water leading up to the Icebound Slam finally appearing. Icebound Slam and Naya really, I think, leading the pack in this box. Batistrate's probably good too. And Prima Materia, nice one to get as well. Gonna need it. Those Arasana decks won't brew themselves. Well, actually, of all the decks that could brew itself, you'd think it would be Arasana, right? That'll be a pain to figure out, though. Honestly, like, I'm both looking forward to Arasana deck building and not, because that deck already felt really tight. So, I don't even know how to fit in Prima Materia, let alone the million other, like, good cards. I felt like I needed every bit of the deck list just to compete, but I'm sure I'll find something to remove for the better cards. Classy, in my win build, I was able to hold back very aggressive decks pretty well. Like, I have wins against ally lists, meta ally lists. The problem was just closing the match consistently for me. And another problem is that wind like walls you. Ari into wind felt like not winnable. Because there was just there were too many ways for the wind deck to just like blank what you're doing. And our meta has plenty of wind players. Kevin, you can't ground me. Because I'm the coach here. I get to make the puns. Yeah, Classy, I like I said, Wind was actually my most successful Ari build. I can totally like share the list, it's just not updated now. But it was it was the list I played in the gameplay with Once in Love. And it's pretty sweet. Sadi, another Sadi. Okay, we'll take Sadi. I mean, really, the trick to that deck was I built it similar to Luxem, where I just like jammed in Resolutes and Vanish from sites. And your entire goal is just to use a mix of Spectrometer and the Lineage... the Inherited effect on level 2 in order to you know, keep your resources up. As you just you know, blank their attacks for a turn and then do whatever little thing you need to do to gain a little advantage, barter some herbs or whatever. I played Academy Guide and Reclaim, so I was doing that thing, which, you know, again, it was finding any way possible to reduce the resource expenditure so you can get to 3 with actually some real amount of cards in your hand and play the game from there. Because once you get to 3, you can stabilize, but it's only if you have the cards in hand to do so. But yeah, the put 3 from memory back into hand. That's interesting. I haven't really thought about that one too much yet. That's an interesting potion. Ooh, a second foil Water Veil Apostle. That's got to be, you know what? I wonder if that's my favorite art. That might be my favorite common art, excuse me. It's a Hanchu pick, which is obviously good already, but I love the colors she used in the background. The yellow and green with the blue, it just looks so, it's so vibrant. And the character looks really cool too. That art is great. Yeah, for real, right? Wind and Academy Guide, top tier duo. I think this card is going to be insane. I think Reflect the Skies is going to be... You got to jam that in because it turns your 5 and 6 herbs into some real, actual accrued value. That and Prima Materia, I think, are like huge. Debilitating. All right, we got a cruise here. We started off a little late, so we're gonna go a little fast here. We're just gonna try and get our Icebound slams and call it a day. We'll see if we get a little lucky. We still have the potential to get lucky again one more time. Cerulean Decree again. Got a lot of Cerulean Decrees. At least, hopefully, I'll be able to like trade Cerulean Decrees for Icebound slams or something. Andy, Academy Guide. Wind has ways to protect. Oh, good. We got the Fragmented Spirit of Water. Nice. There, we got all 3 spirits. That's sick. Academy Guide has ways to... Sorry. Wind has ways to protect Academy Guide from favorable winds when she gets attacked, to reclaiming her to hand, which then just puts a floating memory that you can use into your graveyard instead. As well as Beseech the Winds with Academy Guide to immediately get value from it. There's a bunch of things that just work really well in Wind with Academy Guide, in the same way that like Wind works really well with Temporal Spectrometer too, because it has Beseech the Winds to immediately utilize the ticked up spectrometer to level, as well as in a pinch, if they go to destroy the spectrometer to get rid of your value, if you're being greedy with it, you can at least Zephyr your spectrometer to not lose it entirely. I haven't had to do that yet, but that is in theory, that is a thing you can do. Too many staples are URs? I don't think that's actually true. I don't think very many staples are URs at all. There's one Divine Relic every set. I haven't pulled that yet. Oh, I got to pull a Mercurial Heart. There's one Divine Relic per set, but they're all pretty. They're a little niche. Like Grand Crusader's Ring is the only one that like a lot of decks run, and honestly, frankly, Grand Crusader's Ring is overhyped. I will be the one to say it here. I think that's 100% true, because there are decks that should have been playing other Divine Relics, cheaper Divine Relics like Quicksilver Grail and Temporal Spectrometer, but people just default to Grand Crusader's Ring because the lines with the other ones are trickier or just not as obvious. Got a foil Mechanical Hair here, but you know, Mercurial Heart, the new Divine Relic, is a very niche card. And we're going to continue to see Divine Relics that are a little more niche. So I don't think that there aren't that many staple URs. And when they are, they're usually just one of Regalia. And also when they are, they're usually overhyped. Even the URs, the other spirits, the non-regular spirits are URs, and they're very deck dependent. Arguably, Serene Spirits were underplayed, actually. I'll say that too. I'll put my take out there. People overvalued the card over the velocity of having the right opening hand, I think. Can always draw like Fire Mines. You know, draw. Okay, is this too spicy to say? Is it too spicy if I say draw is overrated? Because it's not really. Because draw is extremely good. Draw is like the best thing in Grand Archive, like straight up. But what I mean when I say that is that there are decks that can accrue advantage in other ways, like the way Wind can accrue advantage. Ooh, Foil Imperial Apprentice. Nice. I'm really happy about that for the Water Merlin. But the decks that accrue advantage in other ways that are just... That is also very good, but draw is the easiest and the most straightforward thing. God, this foil is insane, actually. Holy cow. This foil is great. Yo, hey, Kyrie. Yes, we did get a CSR. We got a CSR in our second case. We're in our third case right now. So there's a possibility we find another, but it's unlikely. Hang on. Oh, this is a new box. No wonder I'm confused. I was like, why did I get another UR in this box? I hope this is another box. I have to set everything out again. First pack had Foil Imperial Apprentice and a UR Fragmented Spirit of Fire. So that was a good box, or a good pack. Good pack. Yeah, classy. I think that's totally reasonable, honestly. Yeah, Fragmented Spirits are good. Fragmented Spirits are definitely going to be played. I think people will latch onto them pretty fast. It's all Imperial Apprentices. It's all Imperial Apprentices all the way down. Nobody played Serene until Chess Club stepped in. That's largely true. Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, Chess Club really pushing Luxem, I think really started to unlock Serene for other people. And now I think there's good Serene Diana lists. Serene Rye obviously was the big thing from Worlds. Yeah, the waterfoils are so good, dude. They're so sick. Serene Spirit, Serene Wind, and Vanitas. Yeah, so okay. So the Serene Spirits in the element champs from Alk. That is quite easy to underrate, but that is actually really sweet too. Mercenary's Blade. Because you can lineage release and still keep your element if you're playing the same element. Which is cool. Primordial Ritual. I'm doing not Serene Water in Nico because I want to be able to Icebound Slam right away, but I don't know, maybe that's wrong. Maybe I should think about doing Serene Water in there. For the health. Cerulean Decree again? Because then you're a 31 health level 2. Like, that's pretty wild, dude. That's nuts. 31 health level 2. I mean, I'm definitely gonna test those. I'm gonna test Serene Water in Nico. I think it's reasonable. The theory is there. Again, it's that theory versus practicing, right? So I wouldn't want to put up a deck profile right now being like, this is so good in here. Because I haven't gotten to play it, and I don't know yet. All right. Trying to turbo through. We have 2 boxes left after this one. We're about halfway through this box. We at least found one Icebound Slam, and we found our Fragmented Spirit of Water. So really what we're looking for now, we're looking for more Icebound Slams, and we are looking for a Mercurial Heart. We'd like to get one of those as well. Non-deck building question, more lore question. Do you think they'll continue to build Vanitas as a big bad guy? Yeah, I hope they continue to build Vanitas because he's a cool villain. He looks awesome. He's got sort of neat attributes. Yeah, I think he'd be a great villain to keep building up. So I hope he follows. I mean, he's a champion as well, right? So I don't really know the lore super well, but I think that means he can go to different worlds. Like Tristan went to Azoth. So yeah, I hope we see more Vanitas. They really gave him big, like, main villain energy in his character design, right? So, like, be ashamed to waste that. Powered Defender. What element do I think Tristan will be good in? The immediate element is Wind, obviously, because her deck just gives her some more, like, good Wind cards. So if you want a really safe bet, Wind. But I think Fire has a lot of possibility as well. I haven't looked quite closely enough at the water stuff to really have a good read on that yet for Tristan. Engineered Slime. Okay. Yeah, he leads Nico and Polcock. Yep, I heard about that much. The Obliviate is their name. Calamity Cannon. Okay, that's our third one of those. Yeah, I like what they're doing there. I like how they're building up that backstory, and I definitely hope they expand on it. I hope Mortal Ambition, the next set, gives us some new champions, but like continues Vanitas as the villain of the story. Okay, so that box, had some stuff. It's not like the craziest box in the world. I actually really am pumped about this foil Imperial Apprentice, though. I think that's really dope. Fragmented Spirit of Fire, nice to get to. Another copy of that, so I'll be able to potentially trade that for a Mercurial Heart or something if I need to. We have 2 boxes left, folks. 2 boxes left. 2 boxes left to get 3 Icebound Slams and a Mercurial Heart. Do I think Arsine has enough support yet? Arsine got a lot of really good tools in this set. I'm definitely going to be playing with her. I was so close to feeling like I could like really, be on the same level as the other main deck players with Arasana in the last set. But some of these cards are really good. So, I think it looks promising. That's probably the best thing I can say about it right now. I think it looks promising. Oh, Classy, that's exactly what you said. That's funny. I didn't read that yet. Ooh, Quake MS, good point. Yeah, playing Vanitas' deck does feel like a villain deck too, especially now that you have like stuff like Diablerie and Orchestrated Seizure to steal your opponent's stuff. I think that if he's got serious main villain energy. We get a foil Under Fire. And another Andronica. Okay, I stopped pulling those after the first boxes, so it's nice to get another Andronica. Foil's pretty cool. Pulled an Icebound Slam, the Water Spirit you are, and the Shadow Clone Dagger you are. That's sick. Great pulls. Those are all good. I think those are all sick. Ravishing Finale. Okay. Another one of those. I think Wind looks really strong. Yeah. You can flicker and gain a lot of herbs. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't hate that at all. And honestly, like the other part of Windari that I really enjoyed was Fertile Ground, letting you just draw 2 cards per turn. With a Fertile Ground with the ingredient pouch in play was just pay 1, draw a card every turn, basically. And that is really sick. You also don't even need to have necessarily the ingredient pouch because you would get enough herbs from her levels to extend the game usually far enough to be able to like close it or get far enough ahead. However, you're now going to need to probably use those to brew Prima Materia. So it's going to be a little different. But Worn Diary, number 2. I think it's the second Worn Diary. I'm still going to be looking at Windari. I like Wind's tools quite a bit. Meteor Strike. Speaking of Ari cards. Ooh, this uncommon pile is getting dangerous. Mercurial Heart. Thank you, Berturdo. That's great. Bandage Wound. Foil. Tristan. Ooh, that's the first non-foil Tristan Shadowreaver I've opened. Okay. All right. Yeah, you can just basically completely stack your deck with that. It's really sick with Foretelling Blooms. The problem is, I think there's like, oh, there's a UR for the box, Atmos Armor. All right. The problem is, I think there's like too many good cards, or potentially good combo cards in there, and you really have to narrow it down. Blessed Clergy. We got Collapsing Trap, Orchestrated Seizure. We got a foil Contraband Revolver. Nice. That's a cool foil to get. Getting some good foil regalia today. That's dope. That's our third foil in that box too. Not bad. And a Primordial Ritual. Getting down on the second to last box here. Atmos Armor. Okay. I think might have needed another one of those actually. So that's not bad. Not bad. Is this a 3-foil 6SR box? That would be cool. We would be all right with that. It is. There's Eternal Magistrate. Okay, so unlikely to be an Icebound Slam in these last 4 packs or a foil. Likely to just be a bunch of rares. Powered Defender. Are you running, Classy, you're running all 4 each of the Atmos Armors? That's good to know. I haven't really gotten to look too much at Automaton Tribal yet. It seems pretty obvious that there's something there because there's just a bunch of stuff like that. But I haven't been able to like figure out just like which, you know, narrow down which ones are worth running and everything. Bolster Ranks. And our final pack of the second to last box is going to be an Expunge. I feel like we got Expunge as the last rare in a lot of packs. Feels like a common sight. All right, everyone. Last box is right here of our case opening. 3 case opening. We're hoping for that second Icebound Slam here. All the same problems as Carl. Yeah, kind of. He does seem like he takes a bit to play, but like 4 power cells actually doesn't seem that bad as like finding 2 preserve cards. It seems like there's enough ways to kind of do that. Oh, sorry. Like automatons being the subtype, the creature type, the ally type that you're focusing on. So tribal usually means that, or people say typal now, or kindred's the new thing or whatever. So yeah, so like in this set, they put a lot of automatons in the set, and they spread them among different classes. So you can kind of pick and choose, Primordial Ritual in that pack, you can kind of pick and choose which class you want to play and which element you want to play, and you can still build a list that's all focused on like playing a lot of automatons and powering up other automatons. And you'll probably consider running Mercurial Heart as your Divine Relic in that deck. Yo, there we go, another Icebound Slam. Okay. All right, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. We at least got a second one. I do have to find 2 more of these bad boys, but I bet I can do that. I bet I can find 2 more slams. So we at least got 2 of them. We at least got 2. So I feel good about that. Last box is going to deliver a little bit here. Okay, this uncommon stack is a little too unwieldy. I'm going to move my foils back. And there we go. That should be safer. CSR Calamity Cannon, so we could both sell them to Taylor. He does want them right now. My 3rd foil Freezing Steel. Wow. That's interesting. Okay. Cool. I mean, cool. That's cool. Okay, and then we got a Crystalline Patrol. I mean, I would be very, very happy to have another CSR, even if it was Calamity Cannon. I would be totally fine with that. I will take my 4th Vampiric Slime, though. I didn't get Mercurial Heart, but I got all 4 Vampiric Slimes, and I'm satisfied with that. I haven't decided how many to run. I think in some of my lists I just have 2 Vampiric Slimes, but he's pretty good. He's pretty good off the like initial Sylvie play, where he becomes a 4/4. recover 4. So not bad at all. Not bad at all. This was a this was a successful box opening, I think. We did well today. We got a CSR. We finally found some Icebound Slam, so we didn't get totally choked out on those. And we got a number of really cool foil SRs as well. I just started putting uncommons in the unwieldy stack instead of the new one. Yeah, I think with this set too, Priestess of Flame, interesting. This Hanchu art also. I think with this set, some of those multi-element champions will get a little bit more juice too. I think people will start messing around with those a little bit more. It's really nice looking. That's our first foil here. Geldis, welcome back. 3 foil Tactful Retreat in 3 cases. Nice. Damn. Like I think that's a good pull though. Tactical Retreat's a really good card. Vermilion Decree. All right, nice. Oh, too bad, Ash. We're just about at the end, but have a wonderful night. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. I will. You'll know, of course, if I open another CSR. You will know. I think Eternal Magistrate is going to be a choice sideboard card as well as Blessed Cleric. I agree. I think those clerics are really good. Speaking of Eternal Magistrate, there she is. Yeah, no doubt that's going to be pretty obnoxious for some strategies. There's a couple cards in the set that kind of counteract Dungeon Guide, and that's probably a good thing overall to be able to do. Bolster ranks. We still have that hope of a foil Icebound Slam. I'm not giving up hope. CUR Tristan level 2 from 1 box? Wow, what a champ. That's incredible. Well done. Well done. That's amazing. Yo! Are you kidding me? Like, I called it. I called it. Holy cow. We got the foil Icebound Slam. It's not another CSR. Don't get too excited. But what are the odds? What are the odds of that? I just said I'm not giving up hope of getting a foil Icebound Slam, so we end up with 3. And like, holy cow, there it is. That's so sick. Yo, what a called shot. That is unbelievable. Just wild. Yeah, just one more. Just one more. I don't think I can open one more in the same box. I think that's quite out of the question now, but, you know, that's sick. All right, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling real good now. That's great. I mean, there's only one thing that could make it better, but like, I'm not asking for the world here. Water Nico, actually. Water Nico. Yeah, not going to ask for the world here, but, you know, there could be another CSR or a CUR in here. There could be. There could be. But there isn't. I don't think there's going to be. Echoic Guard. We have 2 packs left. These are the final packs, everyone. Wow, that Icebound Slam. So clutch. So clutch. So clutch. Love it. Okay, we're going to get a Bertha for our 5th. Nice. I think I might have needed that 4th Bertha too. And our final pack. This is the final pack. And no CSR. All right, that's okay. Lost in thought. Lost in thought. That's a good note to end on, though. Wow. All right. All right. So, we did get Miss Andronica today, which is excellent. We're very happy about Miss Andronica showing up. We have that foil Icebound Slam. I can't believe that happened. Holy cow. That was sick. Slade, yo, welcome. So we did get, we are missing Mercurial Heart, unfortunately, but we did get all 3 ultra rare spirits. Our vampiric slime count is appropriate. 4 vampiric slimes. Exactly what we want to see. Very happy about that. We got 3 Prima Materias, which is, I think, probably the number I was going to run anyway. So that, I think, is perfect, too. We got 2 Final Strokes, which might have been the number I would run anyway if I build a Tristan. So that might be nice, too. We got 2 Atmos Armors. I don't know about this card, but it seems cool. We got 1 Overlord. I'm not sure if this is good, so that's probably fine. 2 Shadow's Claws. I can trade one of these for sure, but this is obviously a great card in Tristan. And an extra Spirit of Fire. Maybe I can get a Mercurial Heart for that or something. So those are our ultra rare pulls. Overall, very pleased. Very pleased with these ultra rares, especially getting my Vampiric Slimes and then my set of spirits. And foils, the big hits, if you're just tuning in at the end here, we got a foil Icebound Slam, which I can't believe that called shot. What are the odds of that? What are the odds? There are a lot of cool foils here, actually. There's a bunch of foil rares, like the Imperial Apprentice is great. A couple foil Water Veil Apostles. We got 3 foil Freezing Steels total. Croissant Longsword's good. This Tristan Shadow Dancer foil, great hit. We have a Sadi foil, another great hit. And we had a foil SR Vermilion Decree as well. Good hits all around. Really great stuff. Ooh, Retold Fortune. I'm looking for these, by the way. These foils, I might be looking for those. I got some ideas. I got some ideas about that card, but yeah, so those are all those hits there. And I know I'm not going to go through all the SRs, but we at least ended up with 3 Icebound Slams thanks to the foil showing up. So I just need to grab 1 more, which hopefully won't be too bad. I'm going to check just a couple of things while I have you here, because I need to know about some of the other water things I've been looking at. I think I got a lot of Cerulean Decrees. I think I got my Ravishing Finales, and I think I got my set of Nayas from that. I hope I did, because I love Naya. I wouldn't mind having a Naya CSR in my life at some point. I think I got my Twilight Slimes too. I think I should be good there. I got a lot of Cerulean Decrees though. Holy cow. I got a lot of Cerulean Decrees. Yeah, we're going finales. Okay. Yep. We are good on finales. Yeah, we're good. Yep. Those could have been another Icebound Slam. But I'm not going to complain. Cerulean Decree. Good thing we got this Claymore early on. Never saw another one of those. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to need to pull that. I'll need to pull that out right now, actually. We're going to need that Claymore. Okay, good. So, yes, we did get our set of Nayas. Thankfully, we ended up with 6 Cerulean Decrees. It's a lot of decrees. 5 Ravishing Finales. And only the 2 little Icebound Slams with that foil really came in clutch. So that, boom, there's our Andronica. That is going to do it for our 3-case opening, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in today, hanging out with me. It's always more fun just getting to chat with you guys as I open these boxes, so I really appreciate it. I hope you guys did enjoy hanging out. We had some pretty fire pulls. Like, honestly, good cases. Very happy. We got everything we could ask for. We got some pretty sweet SRs. I'm not the kind of guy who, like, I need to get a foil UR or anything to feel good about that. As far as playability, which is what I care about, I got almost everything I need, and I should be able to get that Icebound Slam as well. From one of the locals. I'm sure I'll get that worked out. So things went really well. I wish you all so much luck in your box opening. Am I going to run Primordial Ritual too? Yes. Dude, all of my decks right now are like any water deck I'm building starts for Primordial Ritual, and I build it around there. I'm really pilled on that card. I think it's really good. Yes, we're going on a date now. But I hope you all have incredible luck in your box opening. If you do pull anything, let me know however you want to. Tweet it to me. Hop on the main deck Discord. Tag me on the main cord, whatever. I want to see what your pulls are. Let me know how your sick pulls go. I wish you luck in CSRs as well. And I wish you, if you want them, all of the Icebound Slams that you can find. Thank you all so much for watching. We will see you guys in the next one.